Welcome to episode number 17 of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. I am him, he, the host, Tuck. And as always, I have a great show for you. You made me like this. On today's show, we're going to be talking about people that have been shaped, molded, and formed by their environment, their experiences, and their experiences with other people. And is the blame they place on their environment, their experiences, and their experience with other people valid or invalid? Can something or someone in a time period in your life affect the timeline of your entire life? Or is it just an excuse? Better get a crutch that you lean on to avoid doing the real work to make real change. But before I get into all that, I must allow my panel a chance to introduce themselves. So to my right.
April. You can follow me on IG at Apes Vandy.
I'm Sierra. You can follow me on IG at I'm Just Pimpin' C.
Just pimp.
Gang, gang.
I'm Damon. You can follow me at Mr. Tuck _88 on IG.
And you can follow me at The Real Gangsta Muffin on IG.
You made me like this. I'm the reason for this. I'm the reason for that. Everything that I do is because of how you made me. So we're going to start very early in this whole topic. Let's go to childhood, where it all began. When you were just a twinkle in someone's eyes. I'm grown now. I see things a lot differently. So when I'm going to get on men, women, y'all can have this because it may affect you too. But men, I don't understand why your daddy won't dare mean shit to you as an adult.
I agree.
What does that have to do with the way you conduct yourself as an adult? Because your daddy won't dare?
Nothing.
That doesn't make
A
a
lot.
It
That
doesn't.
doesn't make no sense.
It doesn't.
A lot. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Which one don't you agree with?
That
Is it an excuse? Is it a
No.
valid one?
You feel like
It's
it?
valid.
You feel like it affects
So
you?
I think it affects people, but I don't think it's an excuse not to change. But does it affect people? Absolutely. I mean, because if you were with women all your life and you didn't have any male figures, then who is teaching you how to be a man?
Your instincts.
Yourself.
Everybody have them.
Are
Yep.
you sure?
But
Because
Nobody have
we
to teach
just-
you how to walk.
Nope.
You learn it. Nobody had to teach you how to breathe. You learn. It's your instincts. You got.
But that's not.
Bruh,
That's not
coming
teaching you
from
how to be a man.
coming from a single mother household when our daddies weren't in our lives,
It's an excuse.
it won't there. You know right from wrong. So why at an adult age can you still use my daddy won't dare as an excuse? I can get as a kid, because they'll say kids, failing grades, he's acting out, he's this, he's that. But once your ass get grown,
The grown man said.
But
so how you feel
mean-
about it? Once you get grown,
Bullshit.
I can't
Yeah.
understand that excuse anymore. But y'all have
I mean, I don't
sympathy,
think
so
it's-
help me get there.
It's not
No.
sympathy, but I'm thinking like you got to think about how long they've been through that trauma. Then
There
you
you
want them to grow up and just simply. That's not how it works. The mother, should step in and find her son some type of intervention. So, I mean, you could kind of blame the mama.
We're
That's
still
bullshit.
blaming
That's
somebody as an
bullshit
adult.
I
again.
still
But-
don't
but
think it's
no.
an
That's bullshit
You know what? I
again.
just think that I don't think you can use it as an excuse. I think that it's part of
So
how
you
you
said-
grew up and how different things happen to you.
I
So you think it's valid?
I think you know what's right and
Yeah.
wrong, and you're good.
Yeah, but
and you
right
know,
and wrong-
like as a person,
And your
It's
daddy
just-
not being there.
yeah, that
Like,
shit don't mean
if
nothing.
that's the person that was
That's
teaching
just
you
that's
different
just it's
things.
just. I look at it as what I'm not gonna do.
Right. As an example. What
I mean,
not
but
to
some
do.
people
Right.
think that that's life.
Right. Some people
So
internalize
because you
things
have the
different.
mindset to say that that's what I'm not gonna do, like several people do. There's also those other people that are like,
So are they weak minded?
this is what I mean. They could be.
To be honest,
They could be.
I go based off of watching my own father because he didn't grow up with a father in the house. but he has become a better parent than my grandfather has probably
Right.
ever been to him.
Right.
Not having somebody, it was him, my grandma,
Choices.
my aunt, and my great grandma, and what other, but his father figure was my aunt's husband. So I don't know if he probably per se got the manly experience from his uncle, but I know for a fact, seeing my grandfather and seeing my father is two totally, completely different people. He looked as like,
It's choices.
this is what you did to me as a child. This is what I'm not going to do to my daughter
Facts.
and my son and my youngest son. And he has been like the greatest father I've ever had. Like, I look around at other people, like other women, and even though this is kind of rude, I'd be like, I'm sorry, boo, I grew up with the father.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up with
Same.
somebody in the household.
Same.
They're like,
But
well,
wait a minute. Y'all
That's
feel
crazy.
bad?
See,
No, I just can't relate. Like, I can't even
That's
relate to
what
my
I'm
older
saying.
daughter
Exactly. I
because her
can't
dad's
relate.
not around. I grew up with my
Yeah, you
dad
can't
wasn't
relate.
real.
like, well, I'm
Man.
searching for
If you ain't never
love
been in
because
that
my
situation,
dad
you can't
wasn't
really
around.
say.
Like, I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
honey, because I grew up with the father. He
But-
wasn't in the
But,
house,
but,
but
that's it. That ain't right though.
it's not.
Because I feel this way because I'm speaking from a point of view of not having a father in the household. You speaking, it seems as if you're not empathetic to somebody that didn't.
And
have
that's true. Sometimes.
so it's like me speaking like this is because I know that that's just a fucking excuse to me.
Me too.
It don't resonate well with me. It's like because it's things that you learn on the job.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you ever see like the most frustrating shit is to try to get a job when you never worked anywhere and they say, well, you ain't got no job experience. How the fuck I'm gonna get one if you don't help me?
Right.
Yeah.
That's like I've been selling dope all my life. I don't know how to work no regular job.
Right. So it's like
See,
when-
and I think when people start selling dope too, that's an excuse too, because that's just something you
Yeah.
want to do.
but that's them.
'Cause
Hey, it was going right
Coming
there
up,
to the
I'm about to say, I
environment.
came around it my whole life, and that shit ain't never make me want to do it ever.
Well,
Well,
I just
Baby,
thought niggas didn't like
sometimes you
authority.
gotta do what you gotta do.
there you go.
I'm
How
just
the hell
saying.
do you
Survive.
okay.
I'm just saying.
Why would you have to sell dope if you had both parents in the house?
Right.
We're not
I was
talking about
also
that. We're just
married
saying
and
you-
left with nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like you just
Uh.
confessed your crime. But keep going. What you
ain't
saying
do
now?
that. Hey,
I ain't
Tony,
do
this
that.
her
I
shit.
ain't never done that.
That was not gangsta mafia.
Never.
She just speaking from she
I was working in
exaggerated.
So
church.
you believe your environment can make you do? So tell me, why can't you go to Burger King and work?
Because I have 4 children.
Pride.
Why can't you go get 2 jobs and work?
Pride.
Who gonna
It's
take
not
care of my
always
children?
that. It's just some people look at things the quick way
No.
or
First of all,
what
they
my
don't pay
needs
enough.
are if they're immediate, and I know a paycheck ain't gonna get me the immediate need. I
Mhm.
mean, there are all kinds of different reasons.
I
I know a person that was kicked out when they were 13 years old,
That's tough.
and by his mother, because she decided she wanted to do what she wanted to do, and so that left you on the street. How
So she
else you
just
gonna
kicked
eat?
him
How
out.
else?
He
Yeah.
ain't do nothing bad or nothing.
The boyfriend was chosen over him.
That happens a lot.
Oh
So,
yeah, that's
there
that's
you go.
real. No,
So
I know that.
I mean,
that
and
happens.
so that's what you put
that's
in.
her fault.
You
She
put
weak
in the
for that.
street.
Right,
All of a
yeah,
sudden, you
I'm
learn
saying,
street
but
shit.
I don't know if the boyfriend.
All of a
was
sudden,
chosen.
that's what it is.
How about the 13-year-old boy didn't accept the boyfriend?
That can happen too.
Too.
That
You
can
think
happen.
that
I
he
mean,
he
both.
just picked?
Yeah, that yeah.
Because
I
usually
mean,
it's
both,
got to be
yeah.
a conflict for somebody.
Yeah,
to be
it
like,
ain't just like he just.
no, you just
Yeah.
get out.
You just get out because I'm with this.
Y'all
nigga.
didn't.
But
Did she tell you
I
the whole
know more.
story?
I can't tell you more.
But as a
Okay,
child,
that's
you
cool.
gotta think about how they're viewing that. You that's
I mean,
been
'cause
your
either
mom
way,
your
like I
whole
said,
life.
that's your child,
And then you
like
get a new man, and this
you
new
don't
man
like him,
comes
you
in
don't
and
like
all of a
him,
sudden
you
you
gotta
get
go.
your
Your
curb,
parent,
like,
the
like
person
that's
you
what
have
was said.
left.
Is you don't like him, he don't like you. You gotta go.
Damn, that's tough.
But is that
So I
right
mean,
though?
That's
imagine being a
fucked over, yeah.
13-year-old
But is that
child,
right?
and you
Like I said,
get
that's
kicked
bad
out.
parenting. That's on her. She
But
gonna
that's
have
what
to
I'm
deal with it.
saying. Yeah, but at the same time, can you say that that's not an excuse for the way that he grew up?
yeah, but
But they can make me like. To
So
me,
you-
I mean, because
for
if
me,
you get
it'll make me see
thing
like
and
I
this
never
is
do
your
my
life
kids
now.
like that. That's it. Would be a good.
But
It would be a
everybody's
good
not
thing.
that
But then I
type.
could also say this is why I'm not gonna have no kids.
Right.
so
That's
what?
true.
So okay, that's cool. What age? Because this motherfuckers is 45, 50 still saying this. My daddy
Absolutely.
wasn't there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
What
But-
age?
Yeah.
Do you say, all right, nigga, your daddy about dead now, nigga. He ain't gonna be there for much
Yeah,
longer.
yeah,
What
yeah.
the fuck you gonna do? Like,
But I
like,
mean, at
what-
some point, it does come an excuse when you're not willing to change something about it. But it's not an excuse if you don't recognize that problem.
Right. Some people
Like some people are really like, Yeah, my dad wasn't there. And then you don't realize that you taking all these steps to look like you ain't shit either.
Yeah, some people are
Because
not in
this, you
self-realization
didn't see
of
nothing
that.
different. So if you've never seen anything different, you don't know different.
Okay, let me see. Raised in the hood, right? Like, all right, this is another shit I can't understand. Look. Some of the best times I've ever had in my life was as a childhood, and I didn't even know we was that fucking broke. We stayed in a ragged ass house, but was happy than a motherfucker. We call it the Yellow House, and we didn't know that we didn't have it like that.
But
We
everybody
didn't know
that had it like that used to come over there.
Yeah, but everybody
Ain't
had it
make
like they used to
sense.
come to my house. But we didn't know. Only time you start feeling, because this is in the Bible, it's not wise to compare yourself. Only time you start feeling less than is when you grow up and start comparing yourself to other people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as a kid living in a fucked up, everybody around you was fucked up. So we didn't see no difference. That's why we was all equal. We was all happy and it didn't matter. But some people would take, I was in the hood, and then I was in the hood. This is why I got into gang violence. This is why I did this. This is why I sold that. That sounded like a
but
bunch
I
of
can't
bullshit
say
to
that
me.
I can't
either.
get. Yeah,
That's
I can't
not
get.
true.
I
I
can't
can't
not
get with
true.
that.
But you don't know. Like, because, okay, let's say I was raised in the hood, right?
Mhm.
This is what we're going to say. My whole family, I ain't seen nothing different. All of them are gang members. You in a place where you don't see anything different.
You done seen them go to jail, right? I know you don't want to go to jail.
But I
don't
mean,
wanna
but
go
what
to
I'm
jail.
saying is you've also seen the ones that haven't.
But
So
you, know,
you go,
But-
okay, I'm gonna adjust to be like them because they ain't gone. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, they're doing something smarter, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not gonna be in it because that's all you know. I mean, you looking at TV, you can say there's stuff on TV, but how many people that are in the streets are really watching TV? Like coming home and be like, yeah, let me do this.
See, this is what the hood ain't all made up of fucking drug dealers and criminals. You
It's
have
not.
you have working men and
That's
women
still in the
that's
hood.
in
They are.
poverty situations.
But
So
you
if you're
also
that
looking at
easy,
them.
if you're that easily
Easily
influenced by
influenced, that's
this is all about choice. You want this lifestyle. You don't want that lifestyle. Cause you have people that actually go to fucking work in the hood every day.
like I said, I
don't
can hang.
agree
I can
with
hang around drug dealers. I can see all your money you getting. That shit don't do nothing for me.
But that's your mindset.
So tell me, if is it because of like the state of the hood? Like,
I'm not gonna say it's the state of the hood because I know people. I'm not about to incriminate anybody.
yeah,
But I know people that grew up in a very suburban lifestyle.
And
But
choose-
you
and
didn't
choose
know.
to do that shit.
Talk
But
about
you
it.
didn't know that suburban lifestyle was
Came
created
from. That's true.
from the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I give it
So
like
you
this.
look
Ghetto
like
people
your
living in
kids
nice
growing up
houses.
like that.
Mhm.
There you go.
Ghetto people living in nice houses.
Perfect.
is ghetto like just where you from?
I'm about to say, but what is ghetto really?
Yeah, what is ghetto?
Yeah,
Well, how can we say it like this?
because you're attaching race to it when you say it.
Well, exactly when you say ghetto. Like
When
so
you say ghetto, you
No, but the
automatically
people I'm
think
talking
black.
about are from
I-
the mountains of Caucasus.
But I like how, but I like how you said it's a mindset. Cause it's just weird to me that you can go to a rack like take us this spot in DC that Patton stayed. Okay, it was like with crackheads and everywhere. Then white people moved in.
They gentrified.
How do you gentrify the hood?
Get that.
You in the same dangerous area.
Because you
They
come
raise
with
the
money,
rent and get them out.
and that's how you do
Mhm.
it.
They raise
But
the
Like,
niggas
rent.
in the hood be having money.
But
Drug
but
dealers
there you go. And it's not everybody.
And they
The
don't.
corner
Somebody
guy
don't want to get. They don't want to
got
show what they
short
got.
money.
Yeah,
The guy running the little
But
he
errands
got enough to
short
survive
money.
every day.
I saw
There you go.
I saw a bunch of crackheads and I saw white people jogging on the same block.
I mean, you see that in Durham.
But I'm saying with the integration. So why is it that like most black folks don't even feel safe jogging in the hood like that? But they felt comfortable.
Because
they
they know
know
if
that
you
the
harass their
police-
white ass, you going
They
to
gonna
jail.
call
Yeah.
the law. You going
They
to
gonna
jail.
I'm a
the police.
Caucasian on the south side. Help, they coming immediately.
There you go.
So okay. So you saying that is that an excuse for us?
Wait,
If
do
we,
what?
because if
Wait,
you,
she said, wait
if
a
we
minute.
we agree that being ghetto, being in the hood, is literally a mindset, right?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
Cause what
It's really a
you still don't know
mindset.
what defines ghetto. Like what?
I'm just saying, whatever they said, what impoverished neighborhood, like
the ghetto. Yeah.
they call it the ghetto. If it's a mindset, don't we
Mhm.
have the ability to change the
Change it.
mindset?
Mhm.
correct.
You have. the
So
ability
when
to
are we
change your
gonna stop
mindset.
placing blame on our environment and start putting it on us? I'm just curious
I
because a
do.
lot of
I
people.
blame
There's a
myself.
lot.
Whatever I do wrong,
Because-
I know it's me.
Because we did not create those environments.
What
They
you
did.
mean? You can move all.
It's a system.
Listen, okay, it's a system. You can move all of them black people out and move in Asian people in the same ragged ass neighborhood. The crime ain't gonna be as high. You can take those black and move them in the nice ass suburban, and the crime gonna eventually go back to the hood.
Yeah.
So it's literally a mindset.
Because it's a system.
It doesn't matter.
It's a system that trains.
I got that.
It's
down,
so
too.
many years and years
It's
and
just
years
passed
of the
down
same
and told
shit.
to you, and like,
So-
it's the easy way out and finesse your
Right.
way through this. Like, I've like people literally told me, "Why don't you just sit there and get on welfare?"
I-
Why? I live in a nice house.
I
Like,
just- I don't understand if it's a system and we know the answers to the test. How the fuck we keep failing?
Because it's rigged against you.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
gonna be rigged against you no matter what.
If
It's
if
rigged
you
against
if
you.
the
We have
you
to work 3 times as hard to get to where the fuck we trying to go than other
Mhm.
people.
unless you got
Because
unless you're athletic.
Or you a rapper.
yeah.
yeah.
And
Which
that's
is a
still true.
stereotype.
That's crazy. It's
And-
still true to this day.
And people from different countries are raised totally different. They all like
They already on their shit.
sticking
but-
together
by-
from birth. Like you see the Asians
Yeah.
have their little sons and their daughters in the
Hispanics.
nail salon. Hispanics
That's
be
because
having
we.
it in the
It's because
restaurant.
They
I'm
we
just
don't
saying,
do
I
that.
feel like black people
Uh,
care too much what people think. Like I know
We ain't
Mexicans.
come
But that's
competition.
different.
I know Mexicans that they live together.
There you go.
They'll get their bread up,
There you
and then
go.
everybody branch
Yeah,
out.
right. That's
But
because
if
they're
a
in
black person
competition.
live together, man, you live with your brother and your mama.
I mean,
like,
but you
because
gotta
it's a
look. You
competition.
still looking at something that was still not even that long ago. Slavery was not that long ago.
Right.
So you still looking at the fact that they were breaking black homes on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
but
So you still have.
I
these
get that.
brothers-
But we weren't the
don't-
only slaves in the world. You know that, right? Like
I mean, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that's the mindset that happened here.
so when is
It
it gonna
does-
change?
No,
By now,
that's
it should
what
been
I'm saying.
changed.
I don't give a damn if it happened 400 years
Yeah,
ago.
it should been changed. By
At,
now,
at
like,
some point, like, okay, this is why people got on Kanye West for him saying slavery was a choice.
He just
I ain't gonna get on that because I told you
Huh?
how I feel about that.
he.
When he said slavery was a choice, I agree.
Oh my
You know,
God.
you know who else thought it was a choice?
Cancel him.
Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman also thought slavery was a choice.
Right.
People don't understand. The mindset he was trying to say was we're only slave in our minds if we get out of it.
Yeah.
Because Harriet
That's
Tubman thought that slavery was a fucking choice. So what did she do?
She
Run
got
away.
the fuck about it. Then.
And then went back and got other motherfuckers that thought slavery was what it was.
Mhm.
She
Oh,
said,
you know it
no.
had to be some motherfuckers scared
Yeah,
to
but
leave.
at the same time, they fighting for their life every day. Like
That's not saying slavery.
That's
is a
life or
choice.
death.
That's saying that I know that there's better, but we have to get away from it to be able to. Be
That's a
better.
choice. You can either
You
stay
can
in it.
live or
you
die.
can stay in it.
You can live or die. That is a fucking choice.
That's a choice.
but are
I-
you willing to die for what you believe in?
And,
I mean,
and that's
especially
why
when
we
you
make the
have
best slaves.
Children,
Huh?
you have all kinds of stuff. Like, what do you?
Okay, all right then.
If you got a whole bunch of children,
Think
you're
about
not
this.
trying to die because you're trying to make sure that they live.
All right, peep game. Okay, why did they need to go to Africa to find slaves if they already took over? Why didn't they just make Indians slaves?
Cause we Africans sold slaves to
I
them.
get it, but you know, Indian was scalping them and killing them just
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to die for something, it's hard to take over. That's why we got the fuck out of these Middle East countries. Like we stayed there a long time, but you ain't gonna be able to
But you
control
ain't gonna
it.
take over that shit because they willing to die for what they believe in. That's why.
Is that why we so like? Because we got which ain't bad because people get mad. I think you mentioned this before. How black people we like to apologize and want to include
Apologetic.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's not a
Mhm.
bad trait. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
You
It's a
saying?
shouldn't
kind
have
of
to do
trait.
it though.
Huh? Because
It
it's,
is
it's
a
love
strange
though.
trait, though.
Love ain't a bad thing.
That's the way they would.
But
I don't say love is a bad thing. I say that giving to the point of your detriment is a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think we give grace to everybody else more
Everybody.
than we do
Yeah.
Their own
ourselves,
self.
and that's problematic.
your own
Because
rest.
But
you're
that is true.
self-identifying with
That
the
is
fact that
true.
no one gives grace to you.
Exactly.
So
That is
okay, Thug, like for instance, I don't know, like I know women that had these fetishes for men and then they grow up with these same fucking fetishes. Like they sort like a certain type of nigga. Like I know a girl, I ain't gonna call her name, she only like drug dealers.
She get them dollars.
She only like drug dealers, only dated drug dealers. She in her 30s still want nothing but drug dealers.
That's crazy.
I mean, but
Something wrong with it.
But then
Something wrong with it.
you know what I'm saying?
Something
So
wrong with it.
like
She
with the
going to
environment
therapy.
that because drug
no
dealers
therapy.
huh?
She ain't going to therapy.
It
but-
ain't gonna work.
But do
She
y'all
lost.
say is it a valid
So
excuse?
is that what she says? Like, I just want a drug dealer. Like,
She
she
said that's
has
what-
to be a drug dealer.
Yeah, that's that all she dated was drug dealers.
But I mean, that doesn't
No,
necessarily
she grew
mean
up and
that's
changed,
what-
like dated somebody differently and ended up marrying him. But I'm
Uh,
saying that was her mentality was like she was only attracted to drug dealers.
But I mean, but that's a
She
stage
grew
of
up,
life.
though. She
Maybe that's what she
changed.
was in. She like, that's who keeps me secure. That's who gets
Yeah.
my money. That's who give me the Chanel bag. Drug dealers. Just saying.
pay me to stay home for the day.
It makes me feel protected. Like he'll jump a nigga drug dealer.
Look,
Yeah.
shoot him.
Yeah.
Drug dealer.
I just dropped the track.
saying.
Drug dealers.
He ride with his gun right here.
Drug
Is your environment the way you grew up as a child and the way you adapt to certain lifestyles, like a drug dealer, a killer, a thug, is it an excuse? Is it a valid one or is it invalid?
I don't think it's a valid
No.
excuse. I think it's just a mindset. I mean, a lot of this stuff is all mindset.
That's all
I
mine.
feel
It
like
is.
it
It's all
depends
mindset.
on what you were shown as a child, the support you had as a child. Like, it's like you can't teach an old dog new tricks type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, once your mind is like,
I had like a great
It's hard to
representation
deviate
of a
from
male
that.
figure, and I still went for a drug
Exactly.
dealer, a criminal. I had a
'Cause that's
man
what
shoot
you
up my
like.
bed
Drug
because he saw
dealers.
me talking to somebody else outside.
He
Like
did
came
what?
in and shot up the mattress.
Hey,
Oh.
you might want to move.
Not me. I'm saying he
I thought
came
you
in.
seen that.
Like he saw me outside talking to somebody, came in. I was like, "What you doing?" He was like, "Nothing." You outside talking to that nigga? I was
Hey,
like,
DJ.
"What?"
Get
No,
out of
no,
here.
don't worry
Pow,
about it.
pow,
Listen
pow,
to this
pow, pow.
And right,
So this motherfucker shoot up a
We
mattress.
in
Shoot
the-
up a mattress. You think gonna kill everybody?
no,
Yeah.
like he was like, "Man, you outside talking to them? You don't need to be outside talking to them, mind you. It's an Easter party, so the resurrection of Christ
That's
is
even-
going on."
Listen, that's even worse. We
And
gotta get her
I go
of here.
out
Care.
Remove her.
to, you know, I have a house full of people. I ain't finna sit here in this
Oh,
room
this
and
nigga
argue
about
with
to
you with a
go.
house full of people.
The Easter deal.
You finna walk away from me? Yeah, we have a house full of people.
And you
It's
locked him
Jesus
up?
Day.
Is he locked up?
Yes, but
Oh,
not
that's why
for
you-
that.
Okay.
Not for that.
I
Not
know
for that at all.
Alright.
I'm gonna tell
How
you
many
what he's
years?
locked up
I'm
for. 'Cause this
comfortable
story's
now.
getting interesting.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm relaxed now.
But no, but no,
That's
Some
why
evil
in
shit
jail.
there going on.
What you
he
do
sit
to
there
him?
and shot up the bed. And then when I came in there, I'm like, gun smoke everywhere. I was like, fool, yeah, you thought you gonna play with me? Now the bed shut up. You sleep here too, fool.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
So what was you doing?
Hey,
ignorant.
I
I don't even know where the
You
fuck
go
that
sleep
shit
on
came
these
from.
Like,
books
what-
tonight.
No, I'm just
What-
saying,
what-
like,
did you get?
I don't know
I'm
what
just
the
saying,
hell
like,
happened.
representation. Like, I had a good male figure to show me, like, I don't want a drug
That's what
there,
she
I don't
did.
want that, but I still
She
kind of
chose
went for a
crazy.
crazy nigga because
Hood
he was,
nigga.
he kind of like he
What she
loved
want, a hood
Bomb me
nigga?
though.
Mhm.
That's
He
what they
loved
like
Bomb
so
me
much.
off
Okay,
the
this-
rip,
That's
and
what they
that's how I
like.
fell for it.
That's what they like.
A nigga to shoot up a mattress.
Child.
We got more stories
that
coming
nigga
with
was
that
like
if y'all
shit
want
out of
that.
his
I can
ass.
write a
My
whole
damn
novel
mattress.
He
about
shooting
that.
up mattresses and
Fuck.
stuff.
Ain't nothing gangster.
What he
about
gonna do
that.
to
I'm
you?
sorry I didn't
really
call you
ain't.
sooner, Dad. 'Cause-
All right, now this is
Like,
more.
you
This,
just
said
this,
trauma.
this is more
And
sensitive.
excuses.
This is more sensitive. I don't want to come off as insensitive, but because y'all, I'm gonna let y'all lead a little bit, but I'm gonna throw it out there because it being molested as a child, woman or man,
Yes.
and you becoming promiscuous as an adult, is that a valid excuse?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, it
definitely
happens.
is. It
To me.
definitely is.
And
You think it
yes.
is?
I
Yeah,
think it is.
it is.
So
for
if
a
a-
fact.
So
I'm
putting a
trying to
child-
be
that's putting a child-
sensitive.
that's putting a child in
I
a
can argue.
situation.
I'm not talking about the child. I'm not blaming the child.
You a human,
I
right?
said,
You
but-
like certain
I can
sexual
speak
pleasures,
from
right?
experience.
Yeah.
So if that happened to you at a young age, and I mean, it's not right, but if it feel good, that shit gonna make you want to do that shit over and over. Like, I feel like that's what I feel.
It is.
It's
true.
gonna make you want to do it over and over because it felt good, but it won't right.
So like when I was 2 or 3, we lived with these people. We lived in their attic. They had like an apartment in their attic, and they had a daughter that was like 5. I was like 2 or 3, and she would always come over to play. But really, she would be doing stuff to me. So obviously, she only 5 years old. Somebody doing that to her in order for her to be doing it to me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So she would be doing stuff to me, like sticking pencils in me, and like doing wild ass shit that she ain't had no business doing.
Right.
So when I got into my teenage years, like I was promiscuous at a young age. I was like 12. And my parents never sat me down and talked to me and said, don't let nobody touch you here and there. Don't do X, Y, and Z. This is what sex is. They ain't tell me none of that.
Right.
So I had no knowing or I didn't even know what happened to me until I had the sex education class in 5th grade or 4th grade. They do it. I don't know. And it was like realization hit me, and I was like, what the fuck? Like when I was a kid, I was being molested. Like nobody told me. I didn't know.
And you think unknowingly, like you think that unknowingly made you.
But
Yes.
once I came into that realization, like it made sense to me why I kept seeking that feeling. Like I would seek that, like I would want that, but I would not understand
That
why,
feeling was
and I
forced
didn't
on
think
her.
it was bad
So-
or nobody told me. So I was seeking that. That's what I wanted. I knew what it felt like at such a young age, so that I kept seeking it.
Like, so, all right. How do I say this without being insensitive?
But I did go to therapy.
I can say it, like,
when my mom found out, she put me in
I don't
therapy.
think there's
Okay.
no way you can go around
All
it.
right, it's not like I want to know whether it's a direct result, or was that in you and the button just got pushed?
No,
I don't say that.
How can you
Yeah,
say
she a child. You learn. That's a
I'm 2
learning
or
stage.
3. I'm a
The child
baby.
is
I don't
all
know.
learning stages.
No, I'm just saying I've seen children that haven't been touched, but they grow up and you already say, well, that boy is gay. He moves. He got all the mannerisms. You can see it.
That's
And then
different though. You said
I'm just
So
saying,
you
like,
saying
I'm saying that
promiscuity.
stuff be in you as a child that you deal with later on, regardless.
But-
like,
I don't say it's in you as a child because that's still learned behavior.
so y'all don't believe in
Everything that you've
generational
been
curses, then, right?
I do.
I
mean,
do.
I
believe
Well, you
in
gotta
but at
say-
the
if you
same
believe it-
time-
So you
Yeah.
so
if you believe in generational
okay, so
curses,
you believe people
you
born
gotta
ra-
believe
So
it.
you believe people born racist or they learned it.
No, I think it's learned.
So why can't that be learned?
What you mean?
What you were just talking about, like the
Push
the
the
whole
button.
yeah.
No,
push
because
the button shit.
usually when you born racist, you got a consistent teacher there that's acting. And it's usually your parents,
You're
and it's
not
consistent
born
with,
racist.
huh?
You're not born
You're
racist.
not born
No, I'm not
racist.
saying born racist. I don't believe born racist. I said, but you have a person that's trying to teach you and guiding you to be
It's learned
racist.
though.
But I'm saying like,
In your earlier years, it's learned.
but I'm saying like stuff that 5 you had no idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. You didn't know what was going on, so you don't even know you've been violated.
Right.
So how would you then say unknowingly, because half of us can't even remember us being 5, but just say you're unknowingly and now you're in your adult teenage, I don't care, you're adult now and you out here giving it up to any and everybody.
So you're like you said, choices. That's
I
what you
feel like
wanna
that
do.
did the opposite to me.
That's
like,
choices.
once I hit adult age, like I don't play the radio like that. Like my cousin and stuff, she be like, girl, you need to go out here and get you a roll calling, and I'd be like, nah. But that's because I came into realization of what I was doing to myself and what was going on in real life, you know what I'm saying? And I had to tell myself, like, okay, you got to move with purpose, not just doing something off, impulse or something that you feel that you seeking to get. But that helped me through therapy, though, you know what I'm saying? And people don't have access to that, especially, a lot of Black people, they don't have the resources or they don't know
They
about
don't
the
believe it.
resources.
Or not just that.
And
They'll-
they don't
they'll
believe
talk about
in
you like you
stigmatism.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they'll tell you you need to go pray about it. You need to go talk to
Right.
somebody at
They
church
quick
about it.
do that.
Right.
Or you have the older generation that feels that that's grown folks' business, so you don't talk about it.
Right.
You
So
don't
DJ,
talk
what
about
you,
the
what you
fact
just
that
said,
they've
what you just
Mhm.
asked
been
was
molested and all that.
a woman that's like in her earlier age, like later ages, like just out here giving it up. And then what you just said?
I'm saying like for instance, I started drinking at like 27.
Mm-hmm.
Never drunk before,
Mm-hmm.
but fell into getting drunk all the time,
Mhm.
becoming an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
That was never. I didn't know that side of me was in me. Do you understand me? Like it didn't get pushed until I like it didn't get pushed until I was depressed about something, and I started leaning on it. Now I started attaching it with everything. It was in me the whole time that I had alcoholic tendencies, but it didn't get pushed to 27. You know what I'm saying? And you know this to be true because I used to drink it all.
I thought you were 29.
Yeah, but it was 27. It was 27. It was 27. So I'm just saying, like, I think we have certain things that we walk around with. It's just what pushes them. That's why I asked that.
I don't think it's a push button. I think that you didn't realize that you could get addicted.
You can get addicted. That's
You
all.
got-
Yeah,
that's what that is. Like that's.
I didn't want that I did try alcohol.
It won't in
But
you
that's
because you
what I'm
went
saying.
20
It
some
was-
years already without a date.
Yeah, so it
in
wasn't
you.
that.
It's just
It
that
was
you
just
had a
all of a
taste
sudden
and you
got
liked
it.
it.
And you there you go. And you
That's
liked
what
it
it was.
You liked
But if I
You
liked it, it
that
was in
feeling.
me, right?
That doesn't mean it was
No.
in you. It means all of a sudden you saw this and
And
you
you
didn't know
liked
what
it.
those effects were going to be.
Yeah.
And the effects were that you liked it.
And
You don't know what any drug effects are going to be.
Right.
Alcohol, pills, whatever your
It's
mushrooms,
not in you
all
already.
that
It's
stuff.
just something you choose. If you like it, you like it. That's what I think.
If you like it, you like it.
I mean, my roommate
I
had an
feel like-
intervention with me in college because he said I was an alcoholic. And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, you came to class with a Gatorade bottle full of vodka. And I still was in denial until my parents found several bottles. And I was like 19. And I'm like, maybe this is a problem. But it wasn't an addiction. It was just, I liked it. So the minute I realized that it was an issue, I just cut it off. So it's not necessarily that, but I mean,
But think about
sometimes,
it. Listen. Like with some people have to cut it off because they are addicted to it. But where does that addiction come from? Like some people can't drink. Like some people can't. What does they say? Everything is good in
moderation.
moderation. I don't have a moderational like energy. If I'm drinking to get drunk. I don't drink to get buzzed. I like the rush of it. So either if I drink, I'm gonna go there or I'm not gonna touch it at all. So it's got to be something in me that
says I don't want to do with my limits.
But you're saying
No,
you're saying is whatever is in you's been there the whole time.
for instance,
Yeah, that's not true.
yeah, I think you're born. You don't think you born with certain. So you don't believe in generational curses.
Because listen,
You
like
think
that's like me
alcoholism is
smoking
generational?
weed.
That's
right?
just what you just said.
I
Like a
used to be-
choice. You just said generational curses is a choice.
I'm
What you saying you making choices, right?
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
no,
You still made a choice.
I'm just saying it's shit that be in me. I'm gonna give you an example of generational curse that you just don't. It be motherfuckers that don't have nobody in their family that got on the plane, or they ever been on the plane but afraid to get on one.
Right.
Where does that fear
Yeah,
come
now
from?
it's- Yeah.
Watching
Yeah, but a
movies
lot
and
of
shit.
times
That's watching
it-
TV.
No, it ain't.
That's
You don't
watching
have
TV.
nobody.
Right.
It's people that's refused to get on a plane that had nothing,
Never been on a plane.
never been on a plane.
But I mean, you got to think about
It's
it.
TV.
Where
Maybe
does
never
that
even been
be-
inside of the airport
They
before.
watching the
Right.
news. They watching
Like-
these
But
shits
it's
go
not
down.
just
But where does
that-
that fear come from?
Watching
It's
the
the
shit
fact
go
that
down on
People,
TV.
nigga, ain't
But
that
I
many
don't
damn
know.
movies out
The
there that
news.
motherfucking
No,
plane
I'm not
going
even
there.
gonna say watching TV. I'm gonna say the fact that you are literally a person thinking I'm about to go all the way the fuck up into the
Right.
air
That's it.
and think this thing is gonna keep me up there. That's a fear.
You got a better chance of
Where
dying
does
than-
that
Okay,
fear
I-
come
I
from?
know
better
what
chance
I'm
of
saying.
dying
I got a
than
good
a car.
example. I got a good
You won't even
example.
get
and
on
you've
a
been
fucking-
walking your whole life.
It's the people that won't get on a cruise boat.
But see, the
'Cause
people who
the Titanic
I got
is
a good
real.
They
example.
can't swim. They cannot
True
swim.
that.
I got
That's
a good
real.
example of a generational curse.
Who just said that today? I seen that tweet
Oh
today.
God.
Said it was today.
That
I
was
found
so-
out the Titanic was real. It was
Wait a minute,
today.
they
I
just
seen.
found out?
Yeah, I seen it on Instagram.
Somebody just found out it was
I
real.
think it was Marlon Humphreys that corner from the Ravens.
What?
You know, I found out.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
But I've met people who are afraid to get on the plane, but they go on cruises every year.
Yeah, because
Shut
they're
It's
just
just
afraid
up.
of
It's
drowning.
crazy.
That's too much.
Go ahead,
They're
go
afraid of dying. In
But okay, so my ex
Yeah.
husband, his daddy, they used to call him Sweetwater James, right? Sweetwater James, because he wore a pant. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say.
Pinky up.
And his daddy was like that, and his daddy before him was like that, and his daddy before him was like that. But
Somebody
I
slaved
guess
her.
my ex-husband
He slayed
dad
the pimpin'.
saw the
Somebody was
pattern
slaving
and the
pimpin'.
generational curse, and he wanted to break that. So he had 4 sons, and I'm gonna say 3 out of the 4 made it out of that curse.
Right. So only one still got his pinky up.
All right.
One
That's the
Progress.
one you chose.
This,
Yeah.
now I this is called You Made Me Like This, and this is on you women.
Here we
When
go.
you was raised by your mama that said never depend on a man, and
My
you
daddy
don't
said it.
need a man. That's the dumbest advice you can ever get in your life.
It wasn't
Especially if
my
you
mama
want a
that
man
said
in
it.
your life.
It wasn't
Not
my
in
mama that said it.
2023. It
Who
ain't.
said
You
it?
My
a
daddy
lie.
that said it.
Even worse. So is that
He
it?
said even worse.
But this is example of your adulthood, how you was raised, your environment, and I do understand this one. But that's crazy. Why the fuck do you want to live on this earth and not want to be needed by somebody?
That's
Everybody
not
wants
what they're
to be
trying
needed.
to tell
There
you.
you
though.
go.
Everybody wants to be
But
loved and needed.
that's not what they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you
Don't
that
depend on nobody.
to be able to do this, you need to
Depend
be
is-
able to, when that person disappears.
Take care of
You
your
need
Make
to
sure
be
that
able
you
to
Because they
got your
can
ducks
die.
in a row.
So
Because
if
you can
something
die.
happens, you always got a game plan. That's what I personally took from it. But there
Exactly.
are
That
people that
sound like
think
I'm
of it
planning
differently.
to fail. That's why.
I have people say, be ready for when you get a divorce. Make sure your ducks in a row. I'm like, damn, y'all have no type
But
of
it's
courage.
true.
Why would
It's
exactly? That's
true
true.
because
What?
that's exactly
But-
what happened
but-
to me, and I
They
was
could be
fucked
coming
up.
from a hater.
There
a
you
hate-
go.
They could be
Nothing.
hating.
Huh?
Came with
They could be
everything,
hating.
left with
Negative
nothing.
energy.
You heard me? He came with nothing.
Girl.
So you telling me, okay, so you telling me you're gonna go in there in a real fucking legit marriage and thinking this is last forever, but yes, putting shit to the side so if in case this shit break down, you already cursing that marriage.
You
So,
already
but
put
what
that
do you
negative
do?
energy
What
in
do
there.
you do when you don't?
Yourself.
What do you do
Protect-
when you
Okay,
don't?
so this is the way I look at it.
Protect
So what about
yourself.
if you don't and then you
Like
assed
me.
out?
Huh?
Then you
I
assed out.
believed in true love and
you
marriage, and I
assed
thought I
out.
was gonna be with him forever. Fucked up.
I did too.
Didn't have shit. Was sleeping in
Struggling.
my car for
But-
3 months. Like,
Yeah, so how you explain it?
What, so
No, that can't happen. Every time you do take
But
a
you're
risk,
saying not to plan?
huh?
So you're saying not to plan
Like
for it?
like for instance,
Child, I would
I
never
don't
do
go
that
on the
shit again.
airport. I don't go on the
Mhm.
shit with no parachute. You know what I'm saying? I need to go from destination to destination. I don't get on there the whole ride. I'm trying to like figure out what if this plane. It would drive you crazy. How could you really
So
live
you
in a
saying
happy?
don't
There are
walk
people
into the
that really
marriage
do
already
that.
preparing for the worst.
Why would
Basically.
you do that?
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily preparing for the worst. It's saying, okay, I'm a person that believes in prenups. And it's because I've been divorced before. But I used to think of it as if I love this person, it doesn't matter. I didn't want one,
Right.
whatever.
right.
But when you really think about it, a prenup ensures that you married for love.
exactly.
No,
Yes, it does.
hell no, I don't. Because you
Because
can
if
flip
I
it all the way
sign
around.
this, you can. But
can
if
flip it
you
back
sign
around.
this and say, I don't care, whatever I came with, whatever you came with, that's what you leave with.
Let me ask you a question.
And whatever we build
Perspective
together
matters.
is ours, because it truly means that whatever you built together is yours.
I never thought I had this conversation.
Perspective matters.
And her the way, because that's used to be my perspective. But okay, if you going into a marriage, what does a prenup do now? Because if you going into saying that we're together, then what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours, right?
But it ensures that you
No.
married for that reason.
If so it's married, are you getting in it together or you still separate in your marriage?
You are still in it together. But again, a prenup ensures that whatever you had before you were together is intact.
So you're
What you build together is yours because you are a unit.
see this is back in when I said one flesh. You're practicing separation in your marriage.
Let me tell you.
It's people out here
Get
right now.
divorced and then tell me about it.
All right, what this
Get
is
divorced and then tell
it's
me
people
about
right here refuse to give up
it. No,
their
don't
apartment,
get divorced. I'm not saying get
their
divorced.
apartment, their house, because one refused to move. These people are together now, but they won't give up their. They ain't selling their house.
Don't want to move out.
You ain't selling my house.
Okay,
What we gonna do?
You're moving based in fear, then.
That's
Yeah,
how. But a
that ain't real
prenup is
love.
based in fear.
It's
You-
not.
First of
It's
all, you don't
saying
believe in y'all.
We love
then.
each
You
other.
don't believe in y'all.
It's saying
I'm learning
we
a
love
lot
each
'cause I've
other.
never
Prenup
been
Let's
don't
make
say
sure.
we love each other.
What
Yes,
does
it
what
does.
does
It
what
says
does
we
what
love
I
each other,
built
so let's
before
do
you
this.
have to do with us?
There
Huh.
you
If
go.
I'm saying whatever I made before I got with you, that's for me. You cannot touch
Okay,
that.
so
whatever
if
we
you had
build
kids
together.
There
before
you
we
go.
got so if you had kids before we got together, I gotta respect your kids, and do your kids need to respect me, or they don't? It don't
Out
matter.
the gate.
But that's before you. That's before me.
This is what
They
happened.
still need to respect you.
No,
But that's not the same as assets. We're talking about human lives.
No,
No,
you just said everything that I built or I got before I met you. You got kids.
You
Before
can't,
you
you
met
can't
me.
you can't put a wager on somebody's life. Like,
No.
You can't put on
Yeah,
a wager on
that's
human
right.
life.
That's
That's
basically
right.
what
That's
you doing.
you don't understand what he's saying. He's saying, okay, you saying, when you bring baggage, they say kids are baggage, but some kids are blessings. Some of them motherfuckers are baggage. But but a lot of them are blessings. But just because you got good baggage, don't mean I'm not entitled to that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you do have that.
But
But
I
I mean,
feel
even
entitled to
then,
somebody
Because
else's
we're
shit.
one. You could you
Yeah,
If
but
just,
if
we
you
gonna be
split,
together, we
you
want
ain't
to get
still
married.
that baby daddy, right?
Huh?
You still not gonna watch over that kid. That's what half these people do. When they split from the kid.
No,
They
no,
had
no,
those
no.
assets,
You know what's crazy?
but
I
they
was
split from the kid.
no. I was just
So you
in,
can't say
listen.
that that's the whole
I was
thing.
just in AT&T the other day,
Yeah,
and this
that's
guy
right.
told me he moved from California for his girl, and she died from cancer. He said he still take care of her kids right now.
She
They ain't-
died.
Yeah.
But them ain't his kids.
yeah.
But she's
okay,
dead.
But like, how's that?
But
got to do with
that's
a
kind of
breakup?
different because
Yeah, she died.
because
Yeah,
the
I'm like,
mo-
she dead. Like that
because-
ain't something.
yeah,
Yeah, that's different.
but
But
death,
she
death
said he
brings
couldn't
you-
have the kids before. I don't think
No.
that
He
I don't
said he
think that
raised them like they was his.
because that's how he
that's
felt.
all they
He
know.
was a good stand up dude.
Okay,
Well,
He
I told
probably
him too.
left a life insurance policy. I'm just saying.
okay,
I
but
would have stayed around.
so we
too.
all agree that anybody that was raised on saying you don't depend on no man then taught you the wrong way.
I don't agree on that.
You don't agree on that?
I don't agree on that.
I
You
just
agree on
think
that?
My
it
dad-
depends on the mindset.
So you
of the person
planning
that
to
you
fail.
No,
No.
I
You're
think
cursing
it
your relationship.
No, it depends on the mindset of the person
Set
that
up
you're thinking.
failure.
Because when I heard that as a child and as an adult, I say, okay, you told me not to depend on anybody. The way I looked at that was, if anything goes wrong, you need to be able
cover
to make
yourself.
sure you can cover your bills.
It-
That's just
exactly.
a literal plan.
Yes.
That's a game plan.
So
not
depending
a-
on somebody, basically
that-
about paying your bills. Really, it's about.
I
your
mean,
bills.
it's not necessarily
Bills
just
don't
paying
stop.
bills. It's
So it's
make
about
sure
bills.
you know what you're doing when if anything goes like south.
Right.
All right, how about
That's
this?
really what it is.
How about this? Everybody know it. I don't know. Y'all could be it. Like this is still in childhood. How do you feel about being the black sheep of the family? You was on? You ain't no black sheep.
I know several
Yes,
people
I
with a
am.
black sheep.
I know.
You
Very much
I
so.
feel loved by my family, so I don't know.
Yeah,
can't-
I
I
tell
feel
you.
loved by my
I
mine
feel
too,
loved.
but
I can't
sometimes I
talk.
do feel
you know
like
who
the black
thinks
sheep of the
she
family.
thinks she's the black sheep. So, but you don't say that. But I'm just saying, like from her perspective, if you're speaking on it, like, and you could the way black sheeps move, they just
I technically could
They
be
just
too.
would.
no. They take on two roles. They either cling to love quickly, or they don't have love to give to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you don't feel it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but being the black sheep is a mindset still, right?
No,
Not
I don't agree
necessarily.
with
Some
that.
of them. motherfuckers-
Some of us black sheep
people-
are the generational curse breaker.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Are
That's
just
why I'm
that
the black
motherfucker
sheep.
you want to kick.
You got some black sheep? You ever
Saying
kiss?
some of them black sheep just not too black.
I feel like it's a good type of black sheep and being a bad type of black sheep. If you the black sheep, you
Absolutely.
just want to fuck shit up because your feelings is
Because
hurt.
you mad
out of
about
line,
life.
right?
Yeah, that's,
And you don't want to get it together, and you don't want to
don't
fix
try.
things,
Right.
and you don't want to try because you feel like, well, they ain't gonna like me anyway because I got yelled at when I was 2. So now you holding that shit
Yeah.
Right.
through fucking adulthood.
Right.
As
But
if y'all
People
motherfuckers
who said
need
that
to
still
stop.
remember
I'm
what
not
you did when
pointing
you
out.
were 2.
Right.
There you go.
Like,
But
That's what I say with the daddy thing. Like niggas, that nigga don't even remember you. Some like you know what the real conversation is.
45 kids. Right. He don't remember
You know what the real conversation niggas don't want to have. Your daddy didn't fuck with your mama like that.
oh, let's say it.
Your daddy
Okay.
didn't fuck with your mama
don't
like
But
that.
sometimes
That
They
results
just
in how
fucking
you treat
around.
the kid. I really didn't like
But
your
what
mama,
about the
so you a
ones-
product of your mama.
Right.
So no.
What about the ones they only see
kept
their
you
kid
knowing
when
I
they see
ain't
the
want you.
mama though?
Mm.
What that mean?
You
Huh?
said what?
The ones that only see the kid when they see the mom. Like they
That's
do that.
right,
They
that's
say
weak.
I want to see my son so they can see the mama for
That's
real,
weak.
and don't even be with the mom with the son. The son
They
in the
lame
bed
as
sleeping
hell.
all
And
night.
she gonna
That's
give
lame
it
as
up.
shit.
She gonna
Mhm.
bust it open.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
what she
And
gonna
I'ma
do.
say
It was
hello
that
to Junior for a second.
stereotypical thing.
Yeah.
A baby mama always gonna mess with their baby daddy.
A
Or
lie
baby
from
daddy.
hell.
That's
Well,
how
that
them,
shit
Yeah,
ain't
see, we
true.
just
but
had
that's
that
how them
yesterday.
rumors
Hey, well, that
start.
ain't
Got to be
true.
crazy.
It's just real conversation when you don't want to go deep dive into it. My daddy want that, nigga. Your daddy never fuck with your mama like that.
Yeah.
Your mama had the kid thinking that
It's gonna
had
keep him
you
around.
thinking that it's gonna keep him. Thank God she had you. He still have responsibilities to you. But if he ain't making it happen, then he ain't making it happen. Like if you know that a man doesn't want to have a child with you.
Fetus, delete us.
No, that ain't no.
Immediately. Oh.
Stop. That ain't cool.
Yes, it
She
is.
said we in North
It's very
Carolina.
So
Shit.
let me ask you a
Pop that
question.
pill.
If you know
Get sucked
that
out.
this man don't want to have a child with you, right?
Mhm.
And when you say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have this baby.
Dumb as hell.
Why would you go to child support for anything?
On crack.
I'm just asking.
Drugs.
Okay.
I mean, you have a right to
Bitter.
because that is his responsibility. But if you know he didn't want it, because men don't have the options y'all have, they take them away slowly.
Man.
But we don't have the options y'all have when niggas say, well, you should have wrapped it up.
But did he want it when he was pumping the pussy? That's what I want to know.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Come on now. If you knew
Now, that sounded like a lie.
and think about it now. We talk about women having abortion. Could you imagine if men had the power to make women have abortion?
What?
Bruh.
It'd be
Bruh.
two niggas on earth.
Come on, like.
I look at it like this. Like my homegirl was like, if you never have a kid, I will carry the kid for you. I said, girl, no, you won't. Because if I can't drop him off to his daddy house, I ain't like, no. I don't want.
Yeah, I'm about to say kids are too damn annoying to be
Like,
keeping
no,
the daddy
I
away
ain't
from.
finna
Well,
sit
that's
there
what I
and
don't
have you
get.
carry
Like,
the kid for me if I
I
can't
know
drop him off
certain
to the daddy house.
situations you
No.
want to keep your
Right.
child away from. Like, I thought every woman want to break after a while. Like, from a
gotta be
child.
crazy.
They
Come
do.
here,
Some
them.
of them are so vindictive
So,
Mm-hmm.
and so angry that
Mm.
they don't care about that part.
Mhm.
Can I say this?
Their whole problem
I want to
is
say this.
the
to
baby
make your
daddy.
life
Exactly.
miserable
All
for
right.
no reason.
Any woman that will withhold a child from a woman that will withhold a child from seeing their father because you don't like him, and not that
Something
he's
wrong
a
with
bad
you.
father or
Or
he's
you got a grudge
irresponsible.
against him.
You already is unfit.
Amen.
Oh, I agree.
lame.
You're already
I
unfit.
That's
as a
Amen.
parent.
terrible.
Yep.
That's
You're already.
Because
You
you're
already done
not
failed
worried
your
about being a
child.
Yeah.
parent. You're worried about being a single mother.
Exactly.
Right.
A mother that is single. That's
Mhm.
really what it is.
Exactly.
But this is another one because we're gonna move on, right? But this is the last one with adulthood. I it's nice, but it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Please stop buying all your kids these fucking extravagant gifts. If you really ain't got it like that, even if you got it like that, pull the fuck back. Cause you know who you're giving it to. This is somebody that lack. You're really giving it to the little child that was you. That's why you go buy kids that's 5 and 4 years old, motherfucking 4-wheelers and dirt bikes and hoverboards. All because you lack some shit when you was a kid. So you really giving it
to yourself.
to yourself.
Mm,
You
that's the
giving it
truth.
to the little boy or the little girl inside of
Mhm.
you. Like I see people
Okay.
taking kids 5 years old to Disney World when they ain't gonna even remember the shit.
Ever.
I
I'm
know a
28
person
years
taking
old
the
and never been
kids
to
at
Disney World
2 years
ever.
old.
If I ever get married, that's gonna be my honeymoon destination, Disney World, because I ain't never been.
Oh,
That's
dope.
true.
I ain't never been either.
So
But that's true.
might be
'cause
She was
planning to
whack to
pick,
me.
like,
Huh?
a trip.
What?
What is
Don't
that?
sit
I'll
there.
let y'all know. I might be planning a trip to
Disney
Disney.
World.
So.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But
Just
my
gonna be
daddy
high.
grew up
Spend a
with a
lot of
whole
money.
lot of nothing, you know what I'm saying? And he made sure I had
Military
everything. And I feel like that hindered me when I
That's
grew
why I
up.
got a
He
'Cause-
did that. He did that for your child.
Yes.
Like what you get? Like Trinity, like $400-500 for Christmas.
Who?
Trinity, $400-500.
It's my business.
But I was like,
You done said names and everything.
it's my niece.
Don't you I mean,
Hey,
why
but no.
cut that
$400-500. She was like 1 year old.
Well,
So hold on. So
Did you
what
put it in her
about?
savings,
Well, let's
though?
talk about my oldest daughter then. That don't never ask for shit. That do good in school. She never. I be confused trying to find. Like I want to get her shit. Like you said.
Yeah.
She don't never. She asked for a jump rope.
that's not my
a
oldest.
fucking
I
jump
mean,
rope.
but that's what she wants.
A jump rope.
But I mean, that's
But you want to give it
so?
to you.
Yeah.
You want to? Oh no, that ain't
Yeah.
enough.
Mm.
But see,
You're-
you
you're-
also
you're
gotta ask
hindering
more
your
questions
children when you
if
do
you're
that.
trying to give them more.
Huh?
I said you
How I'm
also got to
hindering her
ask
if
more
she doing
questions.
good without?
Because
But I mean, no, you got to ask more questions. If they're doing more, a lot of times you don't understand like the conversations that are other head. Like, don't ask for too much or different things like that. So you don't know if those conversations are being had. So the reason I
With the
say
mom?
is just but I mean, it's not just that.
Oh,
It
I
could
know
be
that shit ain't
parents
happening.
and all kinds of random things. So just ask the child like what they want, like what do they like,
Set
but
a
not
jump
just
rope.
that. Like, okay, cool. What else?
Do you want beside?
I
the
mean,
road?
Like, if money didn't matter, because kids are conscious now.
They
money
got a lot
didn't
more
matter, what
information
would you
than we
mean-
had then. Like,
exactly. So it's
Yeah,
like,
shit
okay,
different.
I feel like
what you want?
it's two sides to it. Like, my dad made sure I had everything. Like, I was very, 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 very spoiled. And then when he died, I was looking real fucking crazy
Right.
because I didn't know how to survive on my own. Because everything I needed, Daddy, he'd be there in 5 minutes. He the type of man, he come at 5 o'clock in the morning, take my car, wash it, put gas in it, put money in my cup holder, bring it back before I have to go to work. That's the type of daddy I had. So when he died, I was looking real sick. Okay, had to pay my own bills, looking crazy.
I feel
as
like that's
fuck.
gonna be me.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna be real sick.
Yes, I was sick because I didn't know how to survive in the real world for real.
This dude said, stop giving your children everything you didn't have, but yet teach them everything you learned.
Who said that? TD Jakes.
I don't know who said
I
it.
think it was.
Somebody said that. They won't TD Jakes.
You sure? I
Won't
heard him
have
say
those
that
some of
before.
No, I'm just,
But like you just the gift is to
Jackson.
teach them everything you learned during the time you grew up, instead of trying to give them everything you didn't get during the time you grew up.
I mean, but it could be a give and take when it comes to that. Like, there's certain things it's like I want to give them more because I don't want them to ever feel like they're lacking.
But like he asked for the jump rope, but instinctively inside of him, he wanted to give more.
More.
He only wanted to give more because he's
He
in
He
a
deserves
knows
it.
what it's like.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
not
yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like because she deserved it.
Yeah, but that ain't what she asked for.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm
see,
saying?
that's how my ex
Then you
looked at
made
it, too.
her Christmas your Christmas.
Yeah, but you don't know if maybe she wanted more.
But she
than
still
that.
like what she got.
You know
Huh?
what I
It
mean?
ain't like she disliked what she got.
No,
Yeah.
she just asked for a jump rope, right?
I think she just threw it out there. But it's because she been getting everything she wanted so long. It won't too much else.
I mean,
That
but
wasn't
that's
on
like when
me.
you're
That was on
parents,
her
you get to
mama
that
too.
point,
So it won't just on me.
All right, so these are invalid, and I just want to give y'all a scenario, right?
Here we go.
You ready? I go to the Ford dealership.
Invalid. No,
Go to
just
3
like-
Ford dealerships, maybe 4. No, you say invalid. Stop that shit. I go to 3 or 4 Ford dealerships. Every time I buy a car, I get it, I drive it, something happens. Go to another one, get it, drive it, something happens. Go to another one, get it, drive it, something happens. I go under the Ford page and rate them 0. And then when somebody asks me about a Ford, I don't recommend it. Am I wrong for that?
No.
Yes.
You say yes?
It's definitely got to be something.
But
But I'm
you
saying,
do.
what is
It's,
happening?
it's definitely something you do
No,
with that car.
no. They're selling me lemons. Say for instance, they're selling me lemons.
At all the Ford dealerships you go to, they
I've
all selling
I've
it.
been to 4. I
Well,
bought 4 cars. Just listen, different
Well,
dealerships.
you was a fool because they saw you coming.
all right,
You did it
all right.
4 times.
Listen. Just say this. Now, if I go under Ford's website and rate them low, and then don't recommend them to people,
Oh, no,
But-
you ain't wrong.
I ain't wrong.
Because
Good,
that's your experience.
good. So when these niggas talk about their experience with black women and why they don't want to date them,
Come on.
Wait a
shit the other
minute
day.
now. Now, when they get on this experience, and this is not my perspective.
How can you do people compared to cars?
I never dated
No.
I don't know.
It's a scenario. This is my experience with Miss Ford. This is my experience with black women. I have dated 10
So you
black
dated
women.
all the black women.
No, I just
Exactly.
said 3 or 4 Fords, and y'all was
But,
cool with it.
Okay, but
No, can
but
I
said
finish?
because- no,
Before
because
we was talking
You
about
said
black
y'all
women.
No,
it's your
I gotta
experience
end.
with the Ford, right?
Can I
But
finish?
you said it was no.
Y'all said it
No,
was okay. I wasn't
Amazing
wrong.
experiences with Ford.
But y'all said y'all was nothing wrong with it.
Because it was your experience. It's a
Yeah.
review.
There you go. So if I don't recommend you date black women
But
because
you
of my
cannot-
bad ass experiences with black women, am I wrong? Am I
But
valid?
listen, but
Is it
but
valid?
cars,
That's what you
cars,
like.
That's your preference.
Cars-
That's your preference.
Yeah.
cars are
Your-
factory manufactured. Humans are not, so you
Oh.
cannot
Yeah,
compare the
no,
two.
it won't about
You
the car because
cannot-
I could have got a good car every time I bought it. I just told you my bad
Okay, so your
experiences.
decision making skills are poor. Okay.
So when I date three, I say I run through 10.
No, we're not gonna do that. And the reason I'm gonna say that is because when you go to the Ford dealership and you bought all 4 of your cars,
Different
you
dealerships.
had to deal with a salesman who sold you a
The
lemon.
lemon.
Hey, everybody's
There
a representation of them.
You-
They are false
Nah,
representation of
'cause
themselves when
on
you meet
that
them.
That's true.
car,
Whenever,
Everybody-
whenever you meet
Carfax,
somebody, hey, ladies, whenever
there
y'all meet
are-
a dude, he gonna give you a representative.
And they gonna
every
give us
time.
the same thing
But you
too.
know what they gonna
Every
tell you
time.
for it? There are actual Carfax. You can pull the mileage and different things
That's
on this
true.
vehicle, and you chose to buy it afterwards.
You still
And
trying to?
after
I get
seeing
the
all of that,
details.
you
I'm telling you
decided
my
to buy it afterwards.
experience.
So
But
when you
niggas-
decide to do that,
You can buy a
Niggas-
brand new car, it'd be some fucked up shit on
Man.
it. It might not handle
it
people.
can.
That's
It
why.
can.
That's why they got lemon
Bruh.
lawyers.
Niggas choose the bitches they
Can't
say
I
they don't
just-
want, and then they want to
I,
complain about
I'm
it
just saying,
every
like,
time.
you know, like these.
And then when they get the one they say they do want, they don't know how to act,
They
and they
cheat.
act dumb and they self-sabotage.
cheat.
That's what happens.
I'm just saying,
That
like,
is true.
I see these passport bros, and I used to judge them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I ain't think passport bros are some cool shit.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
I'm
niggas
cool.
that it's
They travel
it's
together.
dudes that go out in the country and get women because the American women is too hard to date.
Oh, like 90 Day Fiance or something.
They gonna get
like
the
that.
easy.
So
Like,
so
The
yeah,
ones
they,
that say
these
$5
niggas
they
$1
want
play.
to come back to the
They
United
play in the
States.
G
$5.
League and brag. They play in the G League and brag like they in the pro. You're gonna go find a woman with less options, so it makes you a bigger option.
Yeah, yeah. It make
Wait,
you-
wait, wait, wait,
It
wait,
And
make
then
you feel,
come
it
back-
make you feel
wait a
superior
minute.
to that woman.
And then-
Yeah.
What makes you think that foreign woman doesn't have the same amount of options? It's just
Because of their environment.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, they don't.
They don't lack of eat. Like they have.
What do you mean?
Like say when you go to these like
foreign women from where?
Filipinos. Like they get
Yeah.
they go to
Yeah,
Philippines.
that's true.
These are third world countries.
So
They don't know what the
you're
fuck-
looking for a desperate bitch
Yeah.
No, it's
that will
choose.
choose.
They- but they don't say
to
it,
put up
though.
with your shit.
They don't say it's
I can't say
desperate.
this desperate because some of those are their family sell them off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They don't have choices in it, so I
Yeah,
can't say it's
true.
always desperate.
That's
But
true.
you go into a country where they need the money.
But
Mhm.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're
Yeah.
going
Need
somewhere
that
where you know that
money.
you are more of a necessity.
There you
I don't mind them
You are
going and
needed.
doing it. You just can't flex. You can't brag
But
about
they
that
do
shit.
because all you're seeing
They'll
is
throw
the
it back
social
in-
media side where she pretty as fuck.
Yeah, and she listened
Don't
to
speak
me.
English. Yeah, because that's her culture. You listen to this man,
Right.
so our family can keep getting paid.
Exactly.
Let me tell
He
you.
flipping the
Like
bill.
she
He's sending
went
the
from
money
a
back.
person to an asset.
He,
That's not okay. But at the same time,
so he
you
tricking
still
basically.
took
But what
her
they do, they
humanity
come
from
He
her.
a trick.
They come
basically.
back
I don't
and-
respect
no, but
shit like that.
I don't care. No, you can go there and get whoever the fuck you want to. If it makes your house happy, do that shit.
Yeah, that
But you
nigga
can't
that
come
trick.
back and I always
He
say you
damn
can't
bad
come back
out here.
and flip it on black women or American women because they pretty much say American women, and then shit on them because you found woman that was struggling to see her next meal and you was able to feed her and she went where she got up where she was getting up fed from.
Damn.
It's like so.
That's what they
But
want.
I look at it like, well, if their experiences with black women or American women were fucked up, are they wrong for not recommending that to people?
But they're also looking at like a lot of the men that I've known that don't date black women, and they'll say, I don't date black women. Like a lot of them are comparing them to aunties and mamas
Yes.
and the way that they treated them.
Mm-hmm.
Not people they've actually dated.
So how did they grow
But
up? How,
people that the
was they-
women treated
how were
them
they when they
whatever.
grew up? Were they
They-
considered lame or I don't even know what lame is, but like certain people like just like I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, but half the time, like when I've dealt with men that are like, oh, I don't deal with black women because y'all got attitudes and y'all got this and y'all got that. I've asked,
He got
have you
bullied in
ever
high
dated
school.
one? And it's no. Or, there you go. You got the people that are, well, I tried in high school.
He
She
got bullied
did
in high
this and this
school,
and this.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Cause
you a
I-
weak
Black girls
nigga, just
wasn't
say
giving
that.
him no
That-
play.
that-
in
If
high
you
school.
a
There you go. He
weak
wasn't
That's
nigga,
exactly what it is.
just say that.
That's exactly what it is.
Now this
Dang.
this comedian
But-
said this comedian said something right, and he got on black women because I was like, you know what? He said that the Asian man can go out and work, come home, he got food on the table, this, that, and the third. He got like a 2-inch penis.
That's his culture.
No,
She got a 2-inch canal.
A Mexican go on the freeway and sell oranges.
Come back home.
Come back home to a
To a
cooked
meal.
meal, rub back.
Facts.
He baby got 3.
Just like the
Yeah.
lady
He
the other
said
day.
black women-
Just like the lady the other day
he
said she
said-
couldn't date a bus driver.
He said
You
black
see,
women.
they
He
was
said
on her
black
ass.
women got the best sex on the planet as soon as you get home. Motherfucker.
Are you doing the same thing that the Asian men and
So-
the Mexican men doing?
Yeah, what are they
So
doing?
you're
What are they
getting the
doing?
best dick out
That
there,
ain't everything.
and you won't
That's
shut
right,
the
That's
fuck
what
up.
I'm like. Are
That's
you
not
saying
everything.
You can't shut the
Asian
fuck
men
up.
and the
That's not
Mexican men
everything.
doing?
Huh?
Can I
Are you
say
doing?
something?
Go ahead.
Okay. So if I was on the freeway selling oranges for a living, you got me.
They gonna talk about
Absolutely.
you.
You a damn
You bring it
liar.
home
Hey, listen,
early, the bill
you-
still
you're
on, the
lying.
light still on, there's
You're
still food on
lying.
the
Is-
table.
you got me?
Of course.
Oh, you-
No,
oh,
you
you
gonna-
gotta
Thank
listen.
you.
They just
Hey,
want to look a
no,
certain
You
way.
gotta listen.
You said it
because
was
my
2
thing is
inches?
the effort. It's not how much you bring home. It's
Right.
the fact that you still are putting in effort to give a fuck about your family.
Exactly.
Like
But-
going from a person that wasn't fucking working at all. I looked at that motherfucker every day. Like
And you got
I'm
You ain't gonna
growing
try
a
to do
bigger
something?
dick every day because I'm starting to feel like the nigga.
shit.
Like so.
Yes.
Dead ass. Yeah,
Y'all-
I'm gonna look at you different.
Okay, so
Why
But
y'all
if we
lying?
out there
let's be for.
trying,
I'm gonna be
no,
for
if
real.
you're trying, I'm down. You could work at fucking McDonald's. I don't give a shit.
Wait,
as
wait.
long
I
as you
know
are
the
trying.
way the
So-
comedian
so a nigga
said
get,
it.
so a nigga get mad.
He get-
So a nigga can get you at McDonald's right now.
No,
If
no,
you
no,
find him
no,
attractive.
no, you know,
no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no,
I'm
no.
gonna be
No.
for real. I'm
Look
gonna be
good.
honest.
But yes,
Go ahead.
I'll be honest. Okay, I'm from Germany originally, and I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of, especially like Africans, they fuck with me hard, and a lot of foreigners fuck with me hard because they say like, "Oh, you not like the Americans," but that's because I was raised different. And it's true. American women are raised a lot different than the rest of the
aggressively.
world. They are not raised like.
That's
Be
another
soft.
mindset.
I always
Mhm.
watch
That
my
soft girl era.
mom cater to my grandma, my aunt. Like they always like that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? But when I came here, it was like fuck these niggas, fuck these niggas, fuck these niggas, fuck these niggas, fuck. That's all they say.
That's
yeah,
that's
because
interesting.
I was a military brat, and
Let me
we
ask y'all-
definitely weren't taught that way. We saw people catering to them. We saw
Mhm.
different like cultures. We were all over the place all the time. So I was always told, "Oh, well, you sound like a white girl.
That's what
Oh,
I
well,
was
you
told
talk
too.
like it. Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
They
well,
hated
you do
me.
things like white girl.
Hated
Oh, you
me.
do this like a white girl." And that was always the thing. It's like because I speak properly,
Mhm.
because I was taught to do things a different way
Way.
than you were,
Mhm.
because it's different. Now I speak like a white girl. That's different.
I'm gonna ask,
Mhm.
but I want to ask this because like I've never even thought of this until now. You know how you do ratings like you 5 stars. You know how the restaurants be. You're not gonna. All right, now if you had to rate women in America, what will black women be at? Like how would we rate them? Because they get
Number
they-
one.
No, they get shit. To be honest, black we be shitting on them.
We definitely do.
We
No, I was about to ask. It seems like
This-
it's a lot of bad
this-
bashing
this-
of black women. Like
no,
that's
work.
crazy.
I don't want to cape for
I
them
think
either
men. I
because
think men, no.
some of
I
that
think-
shit real.
I think men fear that they smarter than us and they can take
There you
over.
go.
Really, that's what it
There
is.
you go.
It's your ego.
It ain't this is what we fail to realize. You got to weed out certain type of niggas. But black women, yeah, they root. Look, man, if we really wanted to actually make these women submit, we can do the shit. They will follow our lead if we're
You
something
fucking
they can
lead.
folloh.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's what I said.
If
If
you
you-
are
if
a
you that
leader,
nigga,
they
we
gonna
gonna
follow.
follow you.
The
Yeah.
problem
Not- we
is
not.
half
No.
these people out here
It's
don't want to
corny.
be leaders. They want to be like, I want to be in control. And
Exactly.
being in control does not make you a leader.
But the
And
but-
you got
but-
some women
we
that
are
just
one
and you got
race
some
that
women that
realizes
just
that.
give up. They cater to men.
But I
ain't
mean,
shit
but-
niggas because they getting dick
True.
down and they fuck up the game too.
But at the
so.
same time, black women are one race that holds men accountable. And that's why they call us hard to deal with.
And the
Because
that's
same
true.
the same
people
women
That's
that
true.
that
Don't
men
hold them
say they don't
accountable.
love us and they want these white women. Who gonna stand up
I'm
for
sorry,
y'all
but
when
I
it's
ain't-
time for
I'm-
y'all to
I'm
go
sorry,
to
but I ain't
jail
never looked at
or
that
you're
white
being
woman.
racially
Yeah.
profiled?
I don't know
That
if it-
woman will not
By that
understand
woman.
you.
No.
I seen some attractive, but I never thought like I want to be with them. Like,
But it's a tricky part when it comes to leadership. Well, leadership needs obedience. Every job, when you got somebody in charge, the person under them need to be obedient.
Listen.
It's
They need
true,
to listen. They
but-
need to do.
Mhm.
And I know we ain't got the mental willpower to go on a dick strike black fellas.
Dick
But if
strike.
we did,
Nah.
they would lose their
Some of them do.
motherfucking mind.
Hell no,
Some
they
of them
already
already
scissoring
when you
out
said
this
it.
bitch. It's over for us. You keep on playing.
Trust me.
Okay.
You don't understand.
No, I
And
understand.
we
There's
just
a
so
lot of that shit
easy.
going on.
We
Y'all are easy
go,
as
go,
fuck.
go. All right, if you
I
think you
promise
think we got
A
jaded.
woman, man, they got roles. All
Hey, bro,
that shit. They don't.
but
not,
look,
they don't
think
need
about
us,
it.
bro.
Just think about it. This is why you sound crazy.
We die.
Go in a sex. Just sit by a sex store and see who the fuck walk in. Because we be thinking we the most hypersexual people on the planet.
Me, I walk in.
Period.
All you gotta do is sit by a sex store and see
Yeah.
what the customers
Y'all
look
see
like.
me on
Every
that
time.
What the customers look like.
But that could be, but that could be a woman that they just ain't gonna fall for no bullshit.
No,
She gets
no,
set for herself.
no. If we actually valued ourselves and we wasn't so cheap, you know what I'm saying? They would wait on. All you gotta know is who actually is a real sexual creature. Sit by that damn sex
A
store and see
woman.
all
I
these
know
women
that.
go. But you think they have more
Wait a
resistance
damn
than us?
minute. Wait a damn minute.
Because
Now,
some of
I'm
these
not.
women, no, I can't say that because some of these women are going in there not for themselves. Some of them are going in there trying to keep a man.
Keep a man.
Exactly.
That's true.
Period.
And there's
That's
a lot
true.
of them
That's true.
going in
That's
there
true.
trying to keep a man.
That's
There are
true.
Make
those
shit
of us
exciting.
They want to
that
open
don't
up
give
their
a fuck,
freaky level.
that are going in there for ourselves and
That's
grabbing
true.
a rose of
Uh-huh.
three.
They want to take the level of
Or
freaking,
three.
they want to take the level of freakiness up.
There you go.
Just to try to keep it
All
there.
right.
For a
So
fact.
this is another valid thing, and it could be with your experiences with people. If I've been dating women and I've been allowed to live off them, am I wrong?
Yes, you're
That's
wrong.
Very
your
much so.
experience.
You're
though.
If
right.
I'm allowed
You
to
wrong.
live off of them, if they allow me to live off of them, and that's all I know,
Look, I can't even say nothing.
why are you down
Yeah,
pressing me about a job?
But my thing is,
Excuse
if she's
me?
I ain't had
allowed
no
At this
delay.
point, you my
to do that,
son.
Why am I pressing?
At this point,
Yeah.
you my
Yeah.
son. You
If
not
she's
my
Hey,
son.
first of all,
allowing you to do
today
it.
Then I need you to submit.
Hold on,
you
we
got to
don't
have
talk,
a-
we don't talk to each other.
Are you gonna submit?
What you mean?
Are you gonna submit?
A nigga that ain't got, he ain't no choice but to submit.
No,
Right.
but that be the problem.
They want
They
to
So
they
at
submit.
want
that
to sit
point-
their
They don't
ass at
wanna
home
work.
and be a bum and don't submit, and then be a hoe too.
So what you're saying
Got
is
me fucked
you
up.
basically in-house dick.
I'm saying that if you've been
That's all-
taking,
that's
if
it,
you've been
that's all.
taking,
In-house dick.
if you've been taking care of this nigga, and he don't want to get up and get a job,
That's
it's
your
your
fault.
fault.
And you choose to
That's your
let
fault.
him.
No,
Then yes.
your frustration is your fault. You asking him to change who he is now is your fault because you allowed it.
You allowed it.
So is he valid for saying no? No, you've been
You
doing
allowed
this.
that shit.
If that's the person he showed you
From the
and
beginning.
allowed you from
Yeah,
the
that's your
beginning,
fault.
then that is your fault.
Women do
But
that.
if this is a nigga that showed you, yeah, I can get all this, I can get all
But
that, and all of a
some-
sudden he get in there, and all of a sudden he just a different person.
Yeah.
You
But
trying to get away from this shit. Well, then that's a
Finesse
whole
the
different
hell
thing.
out of you.
That's a
Yeah,
different
there you
thing.
go.
'cause-
That's a
I feel
different
like-
thing. But
Yeah.
if this is who he is, and he said, "Look, believe me when I say who I
Right.
am," and you decided that, and now all of a sudden you
saw
realizing that your
potential in this
bills
nigga.
Yeah, I
gone
can
up,
change
That's your
him.
fault.
and now all of a sudden you got a kid that you didn't pay for and didn't have, then yes, it's your fault.
But some women subconsciously like that. They like the control.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
some
then they
women
wanna-
like to be in
They want to
control.
They the
complain about it
ones
after the
with the
fact.
strap
But bitch,
on.
really,
Yeah,
you
it's
like
true.
that shit.
Say it
Yeah.
again.
That's what you
Say
want.
it- say it again.
That's what
Especially
you
you have
want.
financial
Yeah.
control
Yeah.
over your man. You can't move shit, eat or nothing without
Right.
me. I got the bank account. I got the
Exactly.
card.
And at that
some
point,
And
women
men
like
ain't
that.
like
They
that.
love
We
to
don't
have the
say
dick.
shit like that. Why would y'all even say
But
that
I
to
mean,
somebody?
at that point, a female feels like you've removed me from my femininity, and now I'm the masculine one, and I'm gonna fuck you.
No, I ain't remove
So
you.
get
That's
the strap
what
on,
you- that's what you-
bend your back,
That's
and
what you
get
chose
ready.
early.
That's what you chose
Make
to
sure
do.
you arch it right,
Hey,
sir.
the niggas ain't shit mentality is that dead now? We need to switch that up.
Yes, we should.
I mean,
That's
I
it,
would
Lord.
love for it to be dead, but you still got people that say niggas ain't shit.
I feel
And
like
then
So
I
you
say,
so
you
it-
dealing with niggas that ain't shit.
Okay, so you agree?
I feel like
Or
it's
you
an
don't agree?
epidemic.
Because I just did
Yeah.
the
That
experience.
epidemic
It's
That
an
shit just went
epidemic.
around. It
It's an
spread it. Like, yeah,
epidemic.
that shit spread it.
Motherfuckers get online and be like, fuck love, and everybody think that
Yeah.
shit cool. Like, yeah, fuck this shit, fuck it. You look dumb. Like, you're an adult, grown person. Everybody needs love.
I feel
Love
like
is
most
the
of them
highest
niggas
It's a
vibration.
waves,
Got a whole
soft
girl
girl
they with.
era and all this bullshit. It's waves, man. Like they be following
Yeah.
waves.
That's social media.
I feel like most men that do that got a
Soul
whole girl
ties,
they with
soul-
laying in the
soul
bed.
girl
She talking
area.
about fuck this bitch, fuck that bitch. Like
rolling over.
you ain't
baby.
you ain't acting like that in real
Right,
life.
that
You
shit is
cuddled up with your
corny.
bitch right now.
It's corny as fuck.
Being spoiled by men. and when she gets with a nigga that can't do what others do, is he wrong or she wrong for demanding or asking for
She
that?
wrong.
But if
depends.
the man molded her into, first of all, we teach little
Nigga, that was
girls that they're
tricky.
princesses and
Yeah.
they deserve this and they deserve that. Niggas saying no. Mom said, "Don't worry, don't owe you shit, boy. Better go out there and get it."
Facts.
So if we mold kids and adults, women, into thinking that everything supposed to come to them, who is it to blame?
The
Them
parents.
or the
Parents.
parents, or even the men that they deal with that always
parent.
spoil them?
The parents.
I
But
say the parents.
but
The
what I'm
parents.
saying is, so you can say it's the
Oh.
parents, but at the same time, if that's the man that you attract is someone that just spoils you, and that's what you want, then you shouldn't expect anything from the one that don't, because the one that
Facts.
don't, if that's what you want and that's what you're used to and that's what you're not ready to adjust to, then go find you another one that will keep supporting you. Because I know a dude paying $2,500 right now for a
Who?
big ass bitch, which I wish I had. But I'm saying, and she don't do nothing. So there's people out
She
there.
got that drop then.
She
You
said,
already
wait
know
a
what time it is.
minute.
That shit fire.
Wait a minute, I think that. Hey, hold on. No, this shit flew
That's
by.
exactly what's
Cause
going
my
on.
shit garbage.
What'd you say?
boy.
You said a
She
big
in the
ass.
gar-
What
what
is
is
it?
it?
Big
Yeah, her
ass
shit in the garbage game, baby.
And she talk like this.
Big ass.
DJ
Yeah,
in the
that-
garbage game,
they out
baby.
here.
Her shit-
These motherfuckers out here tricking Big Shirley.
That shit is real. It be happening.
She real big. I'm just saying.
It don't
I'm
even matter how
damn.
big
Like,
you
my
are.
motherfucker.
Love is love.
It is, but I'm just saying.
They know
Yeah.
damn well you
I'm
buying
just
it.
But
saying.
don't
Tax
say
season
nothing
just
when you
passed.
want
My
my
600-pound life,
and
and they paying $2,500 for you. I mean,
No, man, to be honest, love is love. Like it don't matter
It
whether you
is.
big, tall,
Okay,
skinny.
can we?
I'm just
But
I'm
don't
telling
be loving
you.
underage people. Okay.
okay, yeah.
Well, yeah,
so
that's-
love
that's
is not
different.
love
That's
when they're
sick.
12.
Yeah.
All right, yo, it's making general. People always get on people by making general statements, right? I don't like this shit that people get on people. I don't want to have to run down a list of who I ain't talking about. If I'm
That's
just
true.
want to say this shit.
They just, but we live in
A
a
hit
social
dog will
media
That we in a
world.
cancel
Right.
culture, like
Yeah, we
I
everybody
don't.
cancel
social
you.
media.
It be like, but what
Yeah.
about them? I don't get. All right, if I hit 80% of the people I'm talking to, I don't give a fuck about the 20. If
they
it don't
wanna bring
attach,
it
if
up.
it don't matches you, then don't exclude. Don't put yourself in my conversation.
Again, a hit dog will holler. Because if
Exactly.
I wasn't talking to you, I ain't talking to you.
I was
Right.
talking about that on Facebook the other day. Every time I say something, here come these little corny niggas.
That ain't all.
Why you always talking about?
Makes sense.
If it's not about you,
Right.
keep
Very
rolling.
self-centered.
Like,
Very
what is so
self-centered.
hard?
Shoe fit, wear that bit. That's all.
Obviously, it's about you. So you a crying ass
There we
nigga.
go.
Exactly.
Like the girl said that what she said about bus drivers.
She said she wouldn't date a bus driver. He can't. I forgot what she said.
it don't. But
Man,
But
I
she
date a
don't-
bus driver. You
I
know, you
would.
can put his location on. You know what that nigga gets all the time.
why does she get judged? But if somebody say, well, I don't date white women, I only date black women, they don't get judged.
They will.
No,
In this day and
not in
time,
that
they
way. In the other way, they will. But in that way, they won't. I just don't understand. Like, if somebody's preference is their preference,
That's their preference.
It's
Let it be.
because you said your preference out loud, and we live
Basically.
in
why,
a
but why do you
culture-
keep attaching your
And you in
shit
the
to
media.
me?
You in the
Because
media.
you
You can
going
persuade
online and
people.
saying, "I don't date no white women," and then they go,
I just
"Oh
don't.
my god!
Oh, what you gotta
oh
get-
my god, we all hurt."
Yeah, how do you say
River.
I only date white women, and then you get in your email, oh, you hate black women? How the fuck you get that out
That's
of
not
there?
necessarily you hate them. You just.
But no, this is what you'll get if you make this general
I
statement.
hate that.
How's your
fucking
mama feel
dumbass
about that?
argument.
Yeah.
Your
Why-
black ass mama, why she feel like that?
That's why I can't stand you. Why you can't make a general statement? Why you
Because
attaching
you
your
went
shit?
online and said it and didn't know your audience.
Should we
When
just
you
stop?
amongst your friends and you make a statement like that, they know you.
Yeah.
And so because these people know you, they know what your intentions were. They knew if it was a joke.
Mhm.
They knew if you meant something else, because those are the people that know you. You are now in a social media world where none of these motherfuckers know you.
Bro, y'all.
And they gonna assume whatever they can, because all they're trying to do
And
is get
I
as many
don't care
likes
what you
on a
think.
damn comment,
Mhm.
a picture, whatever the fuck it is, to see if I say the most controversial thing, I'm gonna get 1,000 likes under my little picture that I wrote all this shit talking, whether they agree with you or not, because we're in a social media ass world.
Exactly.
This isn't real life.
But-
This is not real life.
But just to come with these, this, they, this, blah, 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 blah. Call me this, call me that, call me this. Like, if I'm gonna make a statement, like, say, I'm gonna make a statement about a gay person. Well, all gays ain't the same. Okay, okay. Or if I gotta say something like, no offense to whatever. I always gotta prep to say
You
something.
gotta say no offense,
Because
but they don't.
we live
They
in
say
a
what
but
the
they
fuck
don't.
They don't.
say
we
about
live
you.
we live in a pussy ass society these days. Niggas,
Thank you.
everybody out here just a big old pussy. Everybody feelings just be hurt about every
That's
little thing.
offensive
Grow
because
some
I have a
balls.
pussy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Okay? Get over it. Grow up.
You can't even say I'm the man of the house, which is technically, physically true.
No,
No.
are you a they them? How are y'all doing today?
And are you saying you're a man of the house?
You're
Are
being
you
called to
are you
HR.
diminishing women's roles in the house? What are you doing?
Yeah, that shit
How the
crazy.
fuck did you get that out of that?
Because it's been alive.
I don't understand why making general statements. Don't attach yourself to my
I mean,
statement.
but that was like what the brat just came out and had a whole had to renege on her statement because she said what she said the one black donor they
Yeah, like
had looked
Kermit
like
the
Jimmy
Frog.
Cricket.
If he
He
did,
could have. He could
And
have.
so they were like, oh, she hate black people.
Man,
she
come
ain't want a
on,
black
yeah.
donor.
no, he was
Hey,
just an ugly black man.
if I'm
Well, and she had to do a whole
I'm gonna
show
be a picky motherfucker. I
say,
don't care what you
look,
say.
I
this is
wasn't
my
making
child.
fun of black
I'ma
people.
be a
I'm saying
picky
I talk
motherfucker.
shit about every single one of them
I hate when people are
donors
like, oh my
and
God.
picked the
you
one
talking
that
about
was
black
good
people.
looking, and y'all cut out everything and
Right.
kept the one statement I said with
As
a
if black
dude
people
look like
can't be
Jimmy
ugly.
Cricket.
There are some ugly black people.
Right.
There you go.
It's
There you
Yeah,
hell.
that's exactly what I was saying on Facebook the other
There
day.
you
If
go.
it don't apply, let it fly.
I'm gonna say this because this is just random. I said it on my live and it was so fucking dope. And I said it off the top of the dome.
Was it?
What was
It
it?
was so fucking. It was masterful.
What was it?
Okay, what was it?
What was
Masterful.
You so
Okay.
proud.
I said ask women who they want and what they want in a man.
Oh,
Then-
Lord, here you go with this.
Then
Themselves.
check their resume of men, and it don't matches what they say. Check their resume
What if
of
it do?
men. They don't,
How you know?
because you wouldn't have that much of a resume. Check
Mm.
How you
every.
know how much of a resume
Check
I
my
got?
resume.
Oh, because you've been on the show.
Whatever.
I heard
If
the
you-
stories.
If you ask a woman what she want in a man, and then check her resume of man, it does not match.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Go ahead,
That's
enlighten
not
me.
true.
Help me out, Sean. Help me if you want to lie today.
I'm gonna just
No, I'm
shut
not gonna
up.
lie today because when I set my little resume up for my ex-husband, it matched. And then somewhere along the way, it changed. So I can't say that it didn't match.
I said, ask this woman, like I asked you today, what you
Mhm.
want in a man, and then you pull your list of the guys you dated, whether your ex-husband or now.
Yeah.
Will it match your criteria? Will it match your
If it
criteria?
did, you wouldn't
In the
be
beginning,
single.
There you go.
but I'm saying in the beginning, if a person changes, you can't help that,
People change
right?
every day, right?
People change.
Mm-hmm.
no.
So when I pulled it and we matched, Tinder, whatever you want to call it, let's pretend it was a match because they matched.
it don't be
resumes.
matching.
But what I'm saying,
If
is
I'd have
that-
asked you
You met a
then when you was with
representative.
him, you wouldn't have described him.
You met a representative, is what you said.
No, if I would have asked her this question when she was with him and asked her what she wanted from a man, or I would have to do it another way.
it would have.
You think it would have matched?
It would have until it didn't. Like people change. People change.
That's true.
All right.
And some people have mental illness.
Like if I said I wanted
Bipolar.
love, stability, faithfulness, all kinds of stuff, right? It's the stuff that you didn't say that you wanted that may be the problem.
Okay.
That's true.
Because you didn't think about that. You said I made a resume that said I want this, and this. Right?
Yeah.
And you got all of that stuff.
all
But
I
what
know,
you didn't take into account was all the other
All I
stuff
know
that you
is-
didn't say.
all I know is if you bring up a woman's resume, it's a bunch of niggas that's a liars, that are cheaters,
Mhm.
and I know that at
Excuse me?
no certain point in time you was dating that you required a liar. Was that on your?
Okay, but
was
didn't
that
you
on your
say-
shit? Or cheater? Was that on your? That was on your
I
shit.
didn't have a
Yeah,
cheating
yeah.
regimen.
So
I didn't
all
have
this stuff
that.
that
It
you said
wasn't
you
on
don't
my
want a
sheet,
man.
but
You
he
want
ain't
you looking
cheated.
for a man. You want a man that's faithful. But your resume got a number of a bunch of fucking cheaters, bunch of fucking liars. I'm pretty sure you didn't have that when you was picking out what type of man you wanted.
But you said all men.
But let's
You
go.
can't even
I just
say
wanted to
that,
make that
though.
because it was just so
Nah,
good.
you just wanted to say it didn't work.
It did work.
Put it back.
Don't worry about
Throw
it.
it in
It
the
did
trash
work.
can.
Y'all
Nobody
heard it.
cares.
Y'all heard it. Play it back.
Throw it away.
But it was on my live though. All right, now adults, like when you said things ain't in you, and I say they are. Like, say for instance, you ever seen somebody change once they get a certain job?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Those are their head.
I've seen people change.
Okay,
once they
but
get
was
out
that
of a certain job?
I'll say it again.
I've seen people change once they get out of a certain job.
I seen that too. But I'm saying, like, you ever seen somebody get a position at work and they change?
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that already in them?
Yep.
No.
Yes,
Okay.
honey.
The
You let a
change came with-
position
But
dictate
some of them,
how
Yes,
you gonna act.
but that's
that
how I
means
went
you
back-
was already
But some of them have
that
been
type of
plotting
person
that.
before you got there.
so they already knew they were that person. It wasn't like it was
No,
a
you
surprise
just got
to them.
fucking
It
different
was a surprise
duties.
to the motherfuckers
Nah, hell
that had to
nah.
deal with them.
You got different duties. That's
No,
all.
Some people take
If I go
their
from
thought-
being a worker with you to your supervisor, I got fucking different duties. I got to do different stuff.
Well,
But
I'm
that's
not
just like
saying
that's like
that.
somebody becoming a police officer. Now that they know that they're a police officer, they abuse their authority.
Like what?
It's the same shit.
Arrest your ass for doing shit you ain't supposed to do.
Or stop you, or harass you, or whoop your ass because you won't bow down.
But
they're
A
not
lot of
even
it, a
going
lot
off
of
a
time,
wall.
a lot of time it be
Listen,
ego.
a lot of time that shit could be. I ain't saying all of them, but I feel like some of it could be prevented. I'm just saying, like, just listen to what they say. They the law.
But I'm saying, like,
Not saying you supposed to just take. Okay, because you gonna come with some supernatural story. You done got beat up by
No,
a car.
the other day when I got pulled over, I didn't have no warrant. I didn't
What you got
steal the
pulled over
car.
for? But what you
I
get
didn't-
pulled over for?
Speeding.
Okay, you
I
did
got
something wrong.
Right.
Okay.
But I got arrested for
what?
something that nobody ever gets arrested
For what?
for.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
And she told me that. She was like, we don't usually arrest for that, but I'm going to arrest you today. Why? Then she tried to insinuate that my car was stolen. Why do you insinuate that my car is stolen? Nothing on my history says that I've ever stolen anything. Nothing on my history says that I'm violent. I don't even have a history for you to be pulling up.
So what you should have did was sue them because they did that for no reason.
Exactly. And that's
So
what
are
I'm
you gonna
going
sue
to do.
them?
By
Or you
the
gonna let it
way.
go?
Officer.
Okay.
I'm not going to say
No, you said
Say
the
a
officer
badge.
was good.
nah, it was different ones. You know,
Oh, it was a different time.
Yeah.
Damn, that's trouble.
She white. You know how she feel about white.
Oh, she.
First of all, my
she's
mom
that
is white. I just want to say that
it's
very
even
clearly.
worse.
My mom is
Oh
Caucasian.
my God.
Of
I'm gonna need you to take
Caucasian
that back.
descent. Okay, so when I wake up, some days I'm Caucasian, and other days I am not.
So
Okay,
you-
and
so
I
you
have
play
that
the- you
privilege,
play it
and that's
well.
just my business.
So
good.
so do you think? So y'all say it's already in them, or you said no?
I think that
Go
what
ahead.
I will say it is already in them, but half those people that are doing that are like, I'm gonna get this job and I'm gonna treat people like shit.
Exactly.
Like so, but they've already planned that.
So
But
what if
but
don't
but
know
they
what
play
they
they
grew
play
up
the
what if
good
they, so what if they
coworker.
get
Them
the
say
job
that?
and they still act the same way? Then they lose the fucking job. Then what?
I mean,
What
then
is
they,
that?
They just
What
lose
is-
the job.
what
They
is-
out of their job.
But what does acting the same way have to do with you losing your job? You're just not doing your job. Some you.
If I ain't doing my job, I'm fucking losing. If
No,
I'm supposed to be
well,
a supervisor,
No,
And I ain't supervising y'all asses.
no.
No.
You're talking about we're talking about when they change. You know, no staff change once you get a position too.
yeah, like they'll look at you
no,
funny too.
we're talking about a person taking a job and going straight to their head. They changing. Not no, you supposed
like,
to
not
change when
like-
you get a
like,
job.
not your
Your ego
responsibility.
change.
Your
They're not
ego.
securing themselves. That's what
Right.
it is, and they make that
So,
title
let's
making
say
them
they were
feel
your-
some type of way, and they acting on
let's
it.
say
You
they
gonna
were
do
your
this because I'm the
coworker.
supervisor.
Mhm.
There you go.
But I'm just saying, like that situation, like when you get a position, like even with success, like getting money.
Mhm.
Remember when they always say that saying that money don't change you, it just bring out what's already in you
Mhm.
or expose you. You know what I'm saying? To it, just showing you more.
Mm-hmm.
Like with money, like is that person already in you, and money just push that button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but half the time they already know what's in them,
Right.
so they waiting to flip the switch.
But
That's
I
it.
feel
It ain't
like
a button; it's the switch.
sometimes-
They trying to flip.
yeah, they
that
already
bitch.
ready to flip.
Sometimes too, people could be fearful because they grew up having nothing. So then when they get money, it's like, oh God, I gotta cling to it to save my life.
Yeah, a lot
And
of
they
people
act
save money
crazy
like that,
'cause-
too.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
act
They
crazy
be
because they
scared
trying
of
to
going
hold
broke
on
again.
to it.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
I was just talking to Rah. Shout out to Rah. It was at the barbershop, and this nigga said, he says, me and him had this conversation, and I said, have you ever put on your outfit, you going out, and you say something like, yo, I'm about to kill these niggas. Do any white people come into your mind?
None at all.
No.
I'm
they
gonna
don't
kill
know
these
how to
bitches.
dress,
Do white
so
women come in
you're
your
right.
mind when y'all say that?
Wait, what?
Hell
I'm just saying how we are to
Really?
each other, the mental mindset.
That's
like
because
if you,
care
I'm
about
gonna kill
what
these
people
hoes.
think about you.
I'm gonna kill these hoes. I'm gonna kill these bitches with my outfit. I'm gonna kill these niggas. Look, I'm pulling up,
I don't
nigga.
think
I'm gonna
like
kill them with
that.
this. Are we thinking about any other race but the black race?
Nope.
Okay,
But-
I think about
okay,
no white
first
girl
of
when I
all-
say I'm finna kill these.
First
that's
of all,
because
we
I'm
talking
already killing her.
I'm about to say we talking about people that think
I
dirty
look at
sneakers
somebody
is a
dressed
look.
like
You feel me?
damn.
Like that's we don't
Little
you
House
can't
on the
compete where you
Prairie.
don't compare.
Right.
Up there.
Just saying.
There you go. No
Mhm.
competing with you.
But
don't
I'm just
compare.
saying, why is our
Exactly.
mental mindset always in comparison with the next?
You got to do better than
Black.
But who
'Cause
does
that's
that
why-
really like?
It's not really comparison.
I get ready and I be like, damn,
that-
I'm a
if no-
badass bitch.
if it
You know
ain't-
what I'm saying? For me, not
That's
for
self-
everybody else. That's
She got
weird.
just self-confidence.
I get the self-confidence because you could be self-confidence in shitting on your own race. You could be self-confidence in that. You can have confidence when you pull
Why
up
I got
and
to
nigga.
shit on.
thinks
If
like
I'm confident, why I got to shit on somebody?
It ain't that. I'm saying the mentality of, yo, I'm about to kill him. What race are you thinking about when you say that?
I mean, it's the one
Everybody.
that can actually compete.
Yeah.
Right.
The one that's actually gonna fucking be there. You
Right,
know
but I
who's gonna
showed
be
you
where you
there.
going.
I'm not looking at
You
the
already
one
know who
dude
gonna be
with
there
the
where you
dickies
going,
on.
goddamn.
Right.
I'm not
Bruh,
gonna kill the nigga with
I
the
bet-
dickies
You
on.
know
Right.
who, but
Okay,
do you
wait,
got-
wait.
You know exactly who gonna
Don't
be there
worry about it.
wherever you going.
I take you to a country bar and you get fly.
I don't give a fuck
You
about
gonna be like,
it.
yo,
I'm
I'm
walking
about
that
to
bitch
kill
with
him
my
in
work
this
clothes
bitch.
on.
You ain't gonna say that.
I'm walking that bitch with my work boots on. I don't care.
Take me a country bar,
Take me somewhere else,
man.
though.
I'm a stun on all these motherfuckers. Let me
But
get
no,
my
they might look at
cowgirl
y'all
boots
black
on.
women like they love black women. White men, we love black women. So if they
They don't.
want to dress like
Shit.
As an adult,
they
I,
do,
am about to check all you adults out there.
they do.
As an adult, you got to fucking take accountability for your actions. Is this one?
Please.
Can you still have bad influences as an adult?
No.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
You can.
Why?
If you're a
Yes,
weak-minded ass person,
There
you
you go.
can. Yeah. If you're not a leader, you a follower. Yeah.
As an adult,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of followers
Or
as an
as an
adult.
adult.
or is that? But is that valid or invalid?
But let's say
It's corny. I don't know.
Not corny. Is it
I
an
agree with that
excuse?
statement.
It's no
Because you're
excuse.
not as strong. Is it an excuse?
No.
It isn't.
No,
That's
that's no
what your
fucking
mentality is. Like, if your mentality is this is just what it is,
But see, that's
then
what
I guess
strong,
it makes an excuse for you.
right. Strong people are gonna think that you a weak ass motherfucker. Like
There
you
you
just, you know what I'm saying. But you being you not gonna think that. You gonna think like you regular. 'Cause-
Everything is roses and butterflies.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna ask you another one because
Real
this
sick.
is a little bit more deep. Is death an excuse to
Wait.
spiral out of control?
I think that
No.
happens.
No.
No.
I think it
From
happens.
Oh,
experience,
no more
no.
sympathy.
I think it happens.
I
It
think
happens.
I
A
think
close
it happens
death.
as well.
A
It's not
close death
excuse.
will affect you.
No.
I don't know
Death
because
affects you.
you don't know what breaks a person.
Oh, well, it did and it does.
So I say it can be an excuse because you don't know what it is that breaks a person.
But
If their world circulated around one person and that's
Right.
all they
That's
knew,
all they know.
and that
Mhm.
person
that's
is
unhealthy,
gone, right?
though.
It's not, but is an excuse, yes, because that's all you knew.
But as a grown person, you
So-
already know that
So
death is part of
not
life.
just
Exactly.
grown.
There you go.
So
I
you
was
just
about to
put
go
grown.
there.
He ain't saying
And
just
the
grown.
sooner
It's going
you
to happen.
understand.
He ain't saying just
that
grown. What if that's your
time-
child?
Go ahead.
What if
Go
that's your child? He
Hold on,
just
hold on,
saying
hold on.
grown people. He's saying a death can
But
change you.
I said, as a grown person, that's just like me. I'm an adult person, but I understand, like, if one of my children died tomorrow, that's part of life. Obviously, that was what was written. That was God's plan. That's out of my hands. I can't, whatever freak accident happened, that's just what the fuck it is. Yeah, I'm going to be hurt as a person. My feelings is going to be hurt. That's my child, but
You don't know.
I'm
But-
grown
You don't know
enough
that till you
to-
go through
I'm
that.
grown
All right.
You
enough
can't
to
speak
know
on that
Go
until you
ahead.
that I
go through
need
that.
help for that situation.
I think death does affect people, but I don't think it's an excuse because my mother died when I was 17.
Mhm.
So, and I was still in high school. Everything had to move states. Siblings got separated, everything. And as I got older, I always used that as a crutch. Well, my mom died at 17. That's why I gained all this weight. I was eating because of depression. My mama died at 17. That's why I'm not doing good at school. My mama died at 17. That's why I have, problems getting attached to people. As I like literally became into my mid-20s, I'm like, everybody dies. Everybody. But it's sad because it's kind of like, it's not that I don't care, because I do care, but I kind of look at it like, okay. But now it's maybe to the point if someone be like, oh, well, my mama died, I'd be like,
This is
Exactly.
it's so
tough.
it's
I
such
don't
a
know.
sensitive topic, right? Because I used to be a person that judged people that killed themselves. I thought it was cowardly for you to go out that way. Mom died. I was such in a dark place. I didn't want to kill myself, but I wanted to die. And I never thought
I
that
felt
because I
that.
thought I was in control of my shit.
Like I said, you don't ever know what breaks a
What
person.
can break you?
right.
Like
Right.
you don't know until it happens, and when it happens, you don't know how to act. So if you're not strong-minded enough to
You'll fall for that
to,
weak shit.
to do what you need to do to keep moving, some people end up just depending on other people for life. Some people end up spiraling and
Substance
going
abuse.
crazy.
But
Drinking,
you know what's
Substance
crazy?
abuse,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. Some people kill themselves.
Right.
You
All right.
don't know because they don't feel. You don't know what causes a person to do that.
Everybody
Everybody's
dude I work
different.
with, he said his dude homeboy, his best friend died at work and he killed himself over his best friend. the other
Like I
day.
said, you don't know what breaks a person because
Right.
you don't also like you looking at it that way, but you don't know if that person was like, "This is the only person I could talk
Right.
to." We were both struggling with depression. You don't know like if there were other stories and all this stuff. That's why I say you don't know what breaks a person. You don't know the struggles that they have in their mind by themselves. Like there are people that are smiling in your face every day that are depressed, and because it doesn't look the way that you think it should look, you don't acknowledge it because you don't know it's there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna make it even more of a small thing. Like I'm make this shouldn't even be compared, but I'm gonna give an example because I used to say that shit like with conviction. Like yo, that shit was that he went out lame. He did that over a girl. He did it over such and such. He did it over what? That he a sucker for that. Oh, he did this. He did that. It's like you don't know what impact it has until they have you. Now this is a small example. You can buy a car and you don't start seeing that car until you buy it. It's similar with like you start seeing your car all over the place then. But when you get like a close death, because it's narcissistic tendencies and it's self-centered to think that death don't come to you.
Who you telling?
Like it's
That's
a part
foolish.
of it's so foolish. It is. That's why it's hard to give an excuse because that is a part of life. You got
Exactly.
the actual point when you say that shit
It
because
is.
but it ain't something you can prepare for.
But at the same time, when my daddy, he died, he was dying. So when he was in the military, he got hepatitis C because they were doing like the trials of where they want the soldiers to stay awake in Vietnam. He was a dirty, he got hepatitis C. So he'd been sick for a very long time, but it didn't really affect him till later on. So when he started getting very sick, they told him that he needed a transplant or whatever. So I started praying and fasting. So they got him a transplant faster than anybody else because he had a rare blood type. So he got bumped up to the top of the list. When they told him it would be like 8 months, it was like 3 weeks, I think, he was up there. And he got bumped to the top of the list. He got a liver. They prolonged his life for another year. They were doing the trials for the cure for hepatitis C because now there's a cure. But my mom was like, she don't think that's a good idea. So he didn't do it. But for that whole year, he stayed alive and he made it longer. But that whole time I'm praying like, God, prepare me because I knew it was coming eventually. And I had never dealt with nobody close dying to me. So I kept praying like, God, just prepare me for whatever you gonna do. Obviously, I asked God to keep him here longer because that's my dad, But when he died, I thought that it was going to tear me down, it was going to kill me and blah, blah. But really it didn't because I was in the spirit and I was already aware of what was going on and not being delusional.
Right.
Is what I think the problem is. People get delusional and they think that if I pray or if I believe in God, it's going to change this big thing. But really, it's not. It's just a part of life, and you have to be able to accept that part. And when people get to that, sometimes you got to go through that experience to get to that part.
On to the next one. We're going to do generational curses because I think every generational curse, we have generational cures. It's a yin and a yang. It's a positive and negative. This world is balanced. Life, death.
Right.
I use the bathroom.
We'll be right back with more Me and My Big Mouth podcast. Go ahead and do that. Welcome back to Me and My Big Mouth podcast. We just did another break because of people. But yeah, you made me like this. Possibly. Let's talk about generational curses. We hit on it a little early, but I want to start with people that think negative and talk negative. Is that a generational curse?
It depends.
You can give good news to somebody and they only see the bad.
Then,
Is
yes,
that
that's a
generational curse or just an
Maybe
individual
maybe
curse?
maybe they're just scared to get excited about something.
like
Maybe they
jinxing
had
the
something happen to them
situation.
in life, like they got excited about, and
every time it's a
Yeah.
fail.
You can even speak positive on something they got. Like, hey, that's a nice car. Well, boy, I hate the payments. Oh, I
Sound
gotta
like
feel
Bernie Mac.
that's a gas
so
guzzler.
Bernie Mac said on
And I say
House
that's a
Party
personal
3.
problem.
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? But it's just
It's
their
still
mindset.
a nice vehicle.
That's how you do
He said,
it.
nice day. Can't
But
say
is
that.
it-
Might rain.
Is it a generational curse or is it an individual curse?
It depends.
I
Because if
think
your whole
it's-
family negative, then
Right.
you can say it's
Then yeah,
generational.
let's learn. From
But
their
if you
family.
just a negative motherfucker, then it's individual.
Right, because I tend to do that with relationships.
That
I be
can't-
like, oh, he's
that's what
a
I'm about
good
to say.
dude.
Hold on.
I'm like, I'm just waiting for him to do something stupid, child.
right.
I do that all the time because I'm just used to a certain thing always happening, almost like jinxing the
Or
situation.
you trying to prepare yourself
Yeah,
so you won't be
to
hurt.
something to fuck. So I do that with
You have
relationships,
to let it
but I've learned that from other women in my family. Like they, like through their relationships, through their marriages, through their boyfriends, husbands, it's like always expect the worst because the worst is yet to come.
But
So that's a generational
go.
curse
That's
too.
not you.
No, it's not me, but I've had it like happen where I'd be like, just waiting for him to do something stupid. Oh, he did something stupid the next following day.
You manifesting.
Is
You
everybody
manifesting.
is
You said it.
narcissism
I can't manifest the
gener-
bed getting shot up now. That just
Nah.
happened.
good?
I don't know what the hell to say about that.
Yeah,
How
that's
about
why I wanna-
manifestation?
Right.
as far as
just
this
happened.
podcast goes, and one of the weirdest
That's not the weirdest shit I ever heard.
Yeah,
Like,
Well,
Next to
no,
your
we got
story.
the.
I about to say
we
next
got
to that shit you said like
What?
You got
week
that.
2, week 3, which one of them? I don't
Yeah,
know which
yeah,
one it
you
was.
got
believe
that.
me, if I
But
ever
that's in
come
there.
back, I have some more stories about said person and some more crazy stuff. Y'all gonna be like,
Jeez.
girl, what was you going through? Like,
And I'm
it
gonna
was,
say,
it's a
do you
lot.
have the date that he comes out? Because he might not.
Girl,
wanna
he
watch.
was supposed to already been out.
But the
Oh,
whole-
so he done got
Hey,
infraction.
hey, hey, what's that? What's that? Mad dog.
Mad dog. It's my leg, ain't it?
Mad dog.
Leave it alone, mad dog.
You know we cool, right?
Yeah.
Girl,
But
I'm shaking in my
We
boots
cool?
right
Hey,
now.
mad dog.
What I say is narcissism a generational curse?
Absolutely.
It
All right.
can be.
It can be.
I think
I'm
it's
sa-
just you.
I think it is.
Do everybody
for
have
the most part.
narcissism in them?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
Selfishness in
think
itself.
this is crazy that we get disappointed so much, but we all human. If we know we're all human and we're all flawed, how do we get disappointed so
Right.
much?
because you're still taught.
To look
To
at
do-
somebody other than their
Yeah.
human capabilities.
But too,
There you
you
go.
think
I mean, that's
everybody
really what it is. You're taught to look at somebody other than.
Yeah, but
You're not
too,
taught mistakes are okay. You're taught
Mm.
to win, you get first place.
Yeah.
You get this trophy if you're this.
Yeah.
You get this if you're this. Now we in a generation of participation trophies. Things might change.
I don't like that shit either though. Everybody like winning. That's a lie.
Let me tell
There's some
you.
losers in this one.
I sat through a 2.5-hour dance recital yesterday, and all them little girls was participation trophies.
That's some bull.
He said, "Oh, God."
You how you think?
39 performances. My niece
They got
was
them
in
niggas
one
back
and
one.
15 seconds of another. participation trophies.
How you feel about that? Narcissism and being generational curse.
I think if your parent has it and it's in them, then 9 times out of 10,
You gonna
it's
learn
a
it from 'em.
generational thing. Like you learned that from somebody.
Have you ever seen somebody just, I don't, now judging is generational curse. That might be one
Yeah.
of the things, because I hate that that's in me, but it's bad.
Judging folks.
I have to
Child.
always,
It sure is.
I had to get on me so much. Like, I'm like, nigga. Cause I don't
I don't
like,
judge nobody because I feel like, man, motherfuckers gonna fuck up. You gonna
now
do
I'm
whatever
judging
gonna
you
do.
now.
I know. See,
With
that's,
that lie.
that's not a lie.
That's
You
funny.
can't judge people because motherfuckers fuck up every day. You
Yeah, but
fuck
you
up.
do. When you see a motherfucker fuck up, you be like,
I be
and then you
scared.
go, there's
I'm
life.
so happy we're having this conversation right
Yes.
now because this really came up in the spirit for me the other day. Like
Hallelujah, sister.
Judge
for Tuck,
mental
yeah.
as fuck, and I
you is.
battle with it. I was telling her
This is
earlier
scary.
how I was judging you and your thing.
About what?
Yeah.
I ain't going that deep. She'll tell it though. You know how she do.
I'm
Why he
an
was
open book.
judging you?
But I was like, yo, if somebody would have like when you give advice, just give advice based off. Ask the person like, yo, is that a deal breaker for you? Then go. Do not insert your beliefs into something, because when you put something in somebody's back, they might be giving up on their husband.
Yep.
Just because they ain't matured into him yet, don't mean he won't be.
I feel like that though.
And I
feel
look like,
do that,
damn,
like-
what if somebody would have caught her early and said, you need to leave that motherfucker? Because, yeah, I would have told her that
This
about
is
me.
so crazy.
I feel like that. Like I feel like I do
No,
that.
for real. This is a pivotal moment right here. Touch my hand, touch my
Wow.
hand, touch my hand. Do it. For real, for real. The
Like
spirit
shit.
brought this to me the other day. And I really went into meditation and prayer about this thing. And he brought up you. And he was like, don't worry, I'm going to deal with it.
Wow.
For
Sound
real.
you
I
dealt
promise
with
you,
certain-
it's
For real.
I've been battling with it for like ever since I left that when we dropped you off.
Mhm.
It's been on me ever since. We had this conversation before you
Yeah,
got here.
literally right before.
We had this conversation like I was like, I can't do it the way I used to do it.
I'm going to have to tell you something after you done. But go
It's
ahead.
good though.
But judgment could be a good way. I don't know what it's gambling.
Don't judge. You just give advice.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
whether it's good
yo,
or bad.
but
Yeah, but
But you're-
sometimes you do judge.
yeah,
Like and sometimes it's with the right intention.
that's what yeah.
So you may have a different
Right.
you may be judging the situation with the right
but
intention.
who are
but
you
it
to
doesn't
judge somebody?
that's true. But at the same time, okay, let's say you got a friend that you feel is getting used.
Mm-hmm.
And you're watching everything. They paying for
I'ma tell 'em.
everything. They starting to have
I'm gonna tell them one time.
issues
That's
and
it.
different
That's all
things
you can
like-
do.
But what I'm saying is you're watching all this.
Would you tell them
Damn
Right.
fool.
Would you
And
tell them to
then
leave
they-
him?
Tell him he a
Yes.
damn
But that's what
fool.
I'm saying. Are you
That's
gonna tell
judging.
them to leave them?
That's judging.
Because then
Nah, I'm not gonna say you leave. I'm saying you a damn fool. And that's,
That's
it.
even worse.
I'm just gonna tell you how what I think.
That's
about
judging.
it.
You calling somebody a
that's
damn
still
fool.
Judging.
Dang,
Yeah, you
judgmental
damn
person.
fool. That's even
I
worse.
call people fool all the
Damn.
time.
Damn
A
fool. You
devilish
weren't judging, you were just
fool. A
ignoring the
damn
whole
devilish
situation.
fool is what y'all.
So, but like you like when
But
I
I'm still gonna love you. I ain't gonna judge you. Like if you decide to be with the person,
But I
stay with
mean,
them.
but that's the judgment was the stupid part. Like you a damn fool.
like you can judge with you want to protect somebody because you care
Yeah.
about them, so you give
It's
them
still
advice,
a judgment. Yeah.
but you're judging. Like why the
So
fuck
basically, it
you,
could be like what you're saying is it could be the right message, wrong person.
like
There
say
you
that
go.
you see somebody getting hurt by somebody, and you want to because they're gonna come to you with their pain.
Mhm.
You want to relieve them of their pain. So you get rid of the thing you will give them advice to get rid of what's causing the pain. But not knowing that person that might causing the pain could be the blessing that heals her for life. They just ain't matured. He ain't matured or
See,
they ain't
that's
matured
what I was
together
saying.
yet.
Like I feel like people be like with women be like the wrong guy at the wrong what's the saying?
The
Like,
right guy at the
right,
wrong
yeah.
time.
Like what if he just like what he's saying like maturing at his own pace? You
Right.
rushing him. Maybe he just ain't getting it yet, and then he might turn out to be the love of your life or whatever you're looking for. But so if it's it's too late. It's just too late.
I feel like people don't understand what real unconditional love is.
Mm-hmm.
If you love that person
There you go.
unconditionally, you will accept him as he is in that state, even
And
though you
working
don't
on
want to
himself.
be with that
Yeah.
person at that
But to
time.
Parker, you can be a damn fool.
A
Yeah.
damn fool.
Yeah, you
now.
can be a
Mhm.
fool.
A devilish
Did
fool.
that. But you gotta be in knowing self in order to differentiate it.
That's what when I ask, you give me some advice, is that a deal breaker for you? Is it something you can work out? If it's something you can work out, then okay. But if it ain't, then this is what you should do. I'm not gonna go rushing
Just live
in.
your life, be happy. Do whatever makes you happy.
I'm so happy right now. This
Nigga,
is
shut up.
just
Do whatever makes you
spirit
happy.
be tripping me out, boy.
All right, how about this though? You ever seen somebody that you should know this because people that accept bad luck as a part of their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I can't. What's the saying? I can't win for
Win
losing.
Can't win
That's
for
losing.
bullshit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
some of them
Shit happens,
have
that's all.
literally spoken it into existence for themselves.
You
Yeah.
better
Yes.
Keep doing it and keep doing it and
Right.
keep doing it. You wonder why the shit is happening.
You be like, damn, that
Because you
motherfucker got
keep
some
putting
bad
yourself
luck.
in
Motherfuckers be
situations.
doing the same shit, expecting
Different
results.
results.
Insanity,
That
right?
shit
Ain't
is
that what it is?
foolishness.
And
Yeah.
the way they say it, you would get locked in it because you see, damn, that motherfucker do got some bad luck.
I feel like,
Is
why
it-
you
it's bad-
saying
it's
that
bad
I
luck or
judge it?
generational
Yes.
curse?
Yes,
nah, it's
yes.
just
I
decision
believe
making,
that
man.
your parents' karma or whoever karma can fall on you.
I don't
Like,
believe that.
yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, you don't think so?
That's
that
a
your
fact.
parents karma. Why they karma got to be on me? I'm a whole different human being. What I do?
Because you are tied spiritually.
Yeah,
What you mean?
You got the same blood running through
Right.
your veins that they got.
You are. a
That's
piece of
like
it.
So
if-
does my cousin. They
Huh?
got money. So
So
there's another relative.
Okay, but that's
Yeah, but
just like-
somebody got to weed that curse out. You know what I'm saying? Say for instance,
I don't believe in curse. I don't know.
you don't believe in curses.
I don't.
So how do you look back and say,
You made fucked up.
like, say,
decisions and choices.
do you? How many faithful? Damn, I'm putting family
Go
on
ahead.
there. How many faithful males in our family
that I know.
that you know?
One.
So would you say
So yeah, point them out.
is that a curse?
yes.
Is
It's
being
no
a
fucking
whoremonger a
It's
curse?
not.
It
because
sure is.
It's not a. It's a
Yes,
choice.
it
You
is.
know the fuck. You know. Okay. All right. I say you fuck up one time. You know how you hurt somebody. You know how that woman feel. You know how it made you feel when you hurt that woman. If you continue to do this shit, that's a choice. That's some shit you want to do.
Not necessarily.
But why you think you want to? Why is it much easier for some
Ego.
and not others?
Ego.
No, some and not others.
Ego.
Like you said, you will be right next to
I can
somebody.
have the niggas be having the best women at home and still fucking cheat.
Okay, so
True.
why
Ego.
Okay,
True.
why can
They
you?
stroking their ego.
How do you have
Mhm.
two people raised by same parents and one wants to be a drug dealer, and nothing?
They weak minded. That's the weak minded. That's a choice. That's that weak minded shit. That's a choice.
No, I can't say that because, well, I mean,
That's a choice.
this
If
is-
both
it is a
y'all come from the
choice.
same
it
household
is a choice.
and
but
we got money and you decide to take your ass out there, that's your fucking choice.
it's me and my 3 siblings, right? It's 4 of us. If you talk to any of us, it sounds like we lived in 4 different households because their experiences seem to be different.
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear their experience, sometimes you be like, well, the
Yep.
stupidest.
You the oldest.
But you know,
You the oldest.
Mm-mm.
You got it.
I had an older sister. Yeah.
Do that.
So you never just sat down, like, say for instance, you ever this might happen to y'all, but you ever not even talking to your dad and you feel like I got that shit from him.
Absolutely.
I did the same thing my daddy did.
That's called generational curse or generational blessing, however you want to do it.
But I don't
But
look
it's
at
passed
but I
down.
don't look at it like it's passed down to me. I feel like that was the choice I made.
Well, see, I say things
said
like
Trump.
I am my daddy's child. And I say that because there are so many aspects of me that are exactly
Right.
like him.
But I ain't. But that's like I feel like I know right from wrong. I know it's a choice.
So you don't see how our family act, like when it comes to joking and tripping and having fun. You don't see how it's passed down from my uncles, my mama, all the way down to us.
Well, fuck, I'm just funny. I was born this
But
way.
I
I ain't saying nobody gave that to me. I'm just like this.
but your uncle's funny.
That's right.
You just don't-
I'm
you
not
know,
saying like I feel like whatever you
So
do.
you just believe you did all this to yourself.
You damn right. Jesus did. God did. God did.
Generational.
God did.
Okay. I mean, if
Can't
you don't
funny on
believe
I
in
your
can't get nobody else the glory but God. God made me right.
right,
So why would I say
He
it
said
came
but he
from-
also made your dad. That made you. That made you. It's a generational thing. You know how we paid for Adam. Adam, his doing curse went there. You can't say God and then exclude this part. Adam curse by eating the fruit. Curse man went past down.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Now you
Okay. Let me see.
Oh, you should have led with that.
Okay, how about this? If you're not even that sure about that, you ever see a whole family? Oh, them motherfuckers steal over there. Y'all don't want to say last names. Oh, them some stealing motherfuckers over there. Oh, they'll fight your ass over there.
But I know,
But they choosing to steal.
But
Oh,
that's
them some bougie folks right
But
there. Don't
listen,
fuck with them.
but
They
listen,
bougie.
I choose to deal with people how I, like, for me, like how I feel. Like, even though you steal, I give you the benefit of the doubt. That's just me. I can't speak for
Okay.
you. That's me.
Let me tell you,
That's big.
the benefit of the doubt for somebody that you
Get
just
you
told me
cleaned
they
out.
steal. Exactly.
But
You
you
gonna
being
be-
judgmental right now. You being
Okay.
judgmental.
Well, I can judge in the back
I'm
of my
not gonna
mind,
judge.
and I'm still
I don't
gonna have
judge
my
people
stuff.
because I know I don't do
And
shit right. I don't do everything right.
Definitely not gonna judge and be robbed.
I don't do everything right. Do you do everything right?
Gonna
You
be
can't
broke.
judge people.
It's
I
okay.
mean, but I do that.
Why?
You literally can
'Cause
judge
they
people.
can-
Bruh, everybody judges.
You making it sound right now. Now you making it sound
No,
like
no.
it's okay to judge people. It's not.
you
I mean, he
can-
admitted
you
to
can
judging
judge.
people when he called them
did,
dumb
didn't he?
motherfuckers.
You already
know,
up?
No,
Yeah.
you can judge. Don't
ain't
make it
right.
all ain't always right.
It doesn't. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. It doesn't make it right, but you definitely judge. Everybody
Exactly.
judges,
And some judging,
whether you mean to
Ju-
or not.
judging,
Like I done had family members that people told me
bro.
on
Judging,
my other side.
judging.
Hold on the
Mm.
other side, they told me certain shit. And me personally, like, I don't go by what everybody say. Like, I want to see it for myself. Then when you show me, okay, that's what it is. That's why I put you in. I don't just go by what people say about you, about
But
people.
That,
But
but
I
that-
agree with that. To
that's
a
the thing.
certain extent.
judging is wrong when you're judging based off like giving advice and you just judging based off what you want and you're not considering what the other person feel, think, or what could be. You selfishly make a judgmental decision. You can judge and it be good judgment. That's what instincts is. You judge a situation. You judge not to say something, you judge to be quiet. Sometimes when you judge, you can judge correctly and give the person the right type of advice.
Even with that, so do you like when you judge, like you saying about the advice, do you let a person, are you the type, would you let a person fail to see where they fucked up at? Like, or
Oh,
you
no,
just
I
gonna
don't do that.
I do.
It depends.
I feel like that's the only way you're gonna learn.
No,
I-
I let
I-
them know where they
If
fucked
you
up.
fail, that's the only way you're gonna learn or change something.
Right.
That's the only way.
I just don't. I don't know if I'm.
So you do or you do not let.
Like
them
I
know
can
where they
tell you
fucked up?
something. I'm not gonna push something on you. Like I'm not gonna push
Right.
the issue. I can tell you one time, that's it. If that's how you feel, if you don't want to do it, it's gonna be on you after that.
But y'all
See,
do.
but
believe-
I'll tell you what you do.
Some people
and
be in
then I'll
people's
give you
business. They want to
consequences.
all cover. Yeah, they want to.
Yeah, I'll tell you this is what you need to do, and these are the consequences of not doing that.
Facts. That's what
Right.
I'm
If you
saying.
fail after that, that's on you.
That's on you.
Exactly.
That's a
on you.
choice,
I'm
right?
not gonna judge that
That's
you
their
not
choice.
gonna do it right. I'm gonna say this is what can happen.
Facts.
So
And
That's
go
what I
with
said. When
that.
my daughters get older, that's exactly what I'm gonna say.
Like, all right,
They gonna say this. You fall for this, they gonna call you this. That's it.
So
That's
you-
all I can give.
yep,
like
That's it.
generational. Y'all believe in generational curses?
yes,
For the most part, y'all. So you believe in generational cures?
Yes.
You don't never see how like people that have like when we talk about racism and it's taught. You ever see how sometimes then they get put in their family and they got to deal with it?
Mhm.
Like you hate blacks, but now your kids.
Now your
only
kid
date black.
dating somebody black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
now you got half black.
I live for it.
Now it's like it's kind of crazy, but you'll see how things are less like you did have a cure where you judge gay people harshly. Now you don't, but it took like cures. It took a like time after time after time. Maybe this generation.
But that's what I'm
went as
saying.
hard.
Like even
This
with that,
generation
like I
went as
never
hard.
looked at nobody like
No, not you.
we came. I'm about to say we came up.
but
around
you
people
you
that,
didn't you didn't live in the 50s. So if
Yeah,
you
you
lived
right.
in the 50s,
You're right.
and then when the 60s, it just got like the way curses weed out. they weed out through generations. Like, I mean, just how they stay and they weed out the same way. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end it with this subject. It's called "I Am a Victim."
Oh my God, I hate them people.
Oh,
You can't say you hate
Christ.
them.
No, I really
Now we're
do.
judging.
People
I
that play victim.
I hate motherfuckers who got victim mentality. Like I just cussed somebody out the other day and blocked their
Always a victim.
But it's real
Yeah.
victims
Can't
out
take
there.
Bruh.
It is.
There-
It is
not
real victim.
always
You let
the
that
victim.
drive
Listen,
for the rest of your
You can,
life.
hey, listen, you can tell a real victim and a person that's portraying a victim.
Exactly.
They're gonna always
you.
be the victim
Always
in
in
everything.
every situation.
They
bruh.
always the victim.
Every
Versus
situation.
somebody that's really a victim. Like,
Mhm.
But this is the thing. Like, you ever seen somebody, like, I don't know if you've seen nobody ever heard somebody say they're gonna kill themselves several times before they actually do it.
Mhm.
like I said on last episode, niggas will say that to keep their girl.
But I see
Just
people
'cause.
say
Yeah,
it.
but the initial before they do it is your cry for help.
Facts.
Nobody's listening, and you're trying to stay alive. So you keep letting people know, and then you do it, and then everybody seems shocked
Right.
because they thought you were crying wolf, and really you were really just crying out for
Wanting
help.
for help. Mhm.
So do y'all believe in these victims of all these disorders?
What disorder?
What disorders?
It seems like they come up with a new one every week about somebody. Like, if you love eating,
No, I think
you're
that's just-
addicted to food. Do you believe in sexual addictions?
Yes.
Y'all believe in all
Addictions
this?
are real.
I mean,
So is
addictions
that
are
an
real.
excuse?
No,
No.
No.
because there's
No, I can't say that because
It is
some
an
of those
excuse.
things are psychological issues
Yeah.
that you cannot control.
That's mental health shit.
But there are also avenues to find help for those psychological.
But some
Man,
of
that help is not
All of
like
it,
right?
that. Now that help ain't gonna
So-
just
But
change
they
you
have
overnight.
medication, therapists, counselors.
It's not gonna change you overnight, even if you go to counselors. And all that.
Exactly.
It's not gonna change you right then.
My field is like I tell my patients this all the time. I can't help you unless you're willing to help yourself. But
Yourself.
I'm not the type of person to hold your hand and tiptoe through the tulips with you.
Right.
Mine is very direct. I'll be like, I guess it's kind of like a tactic, like you ain't shit. Your life ain't gonna be shit. You know you need to get on yourself. To be like, I'm gonna show you that I'm shit. But for somehow, some way, that worked.
Hold
then
on,
they-
hold on.
Oh!
You told me.
What
is it?
hell no!
What is
Oh,
it?
that
Somebody
that
get it.
spider.
Please
Okay.
get it.
Yes.
Get it.
Where?
Get it.
Where?
Get
I'm
it.
Yep,
looking at-
he's big. No, I don't know why you said crazy.
Well, I thought y'all
Baby.
said-
No,
I
I
thought-
ain't never said that. I need
Hey,
my
DJ,
man to
no,
kill
no,
him.
no.
Get
He's
your
still
feet on,
moving.
put 'em
He's
back.
still moving.
Get the feet on the table, DJ. Get
Still
in.
moving.
Man, I thought y'all seen a snake.
Man.
They talking about they don't need a man.
Who
A
said
spider.
that?
I just need somebody that's gonna go stomping. You could be a man, a woman,
Turned into
an
a
elephant,
girl all of a
dog,
sudden.
a cat. I don't care. Get it.
No, for real.
A spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do.
Yeah,
bugs.
North Carolina, you scared of a spider.
I'm not from North
no,
Carolina.
no.
We got
Yeah.
horse
Oh, yeah,
flies
yeah.
too.
Nigga I work with
spiders.
he just came back to work. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to tell y'all, but nigga had a hole in his leg. Spider bit him on the job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He had to learn how to walk over. I swear to
Hell
God.
no.
See?
The
All right,
brown
okay.
recluse.
That's what it was.
Nah,
The brain, yeah, that
Why me
shit fucked
looking
him
all
up.
around for
Black
bugs
widow.
now?
That's probably what
All
that
right.
was right
Do
there.
that.
Stand. Have you ever met people that's comfortable staying in victimhood?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
and it's
Yes.
annoying as
Every day.
fuck.
Man,
Every day.
they want to always talk about a problem, but never want to talk about
Oh,
solutions.
Showing us all.
Yeah, or they
'Cause
always
they
have an
wanna stay
excuse.
there.
It's always somebody else's fault
wanna
and never
stay
your
there.
own.
Also,
I cut people
as
like
a
that off.
that's what I was just about to say. As a person that they're using your light
Block.
because it feel good to use you.
Mhm.
When do you say? When you wash your hands with these people, like when do you let them go? Because now they are being a burden to you
3-strike rule.
with the victimhood.
Because
Get
some
'em outta
people
here.
don't realize that they're in that state. So I'm gonna tell you,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I see.
You sure?
Okay, after that, you gonna do it again. I'm gonna tell you again. Okay, now you bothering my energy. Like you
Yes.
draining me now.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna keep telling you. The last time this one guy I was talking to, he kept doing it like victim mentality. I had to stop talking to him. Okay, we went to
Right.
friendship. Still doing it. I said, you know what, my G, I'm good on you.
I
bruh."
feel
be
like
having
when
a-
they be having victim mentalities, they like end up turning you into the victim
Yes.
too. Now I'm a victim of you playing the victim,
Yes. I can't
and that
take
shit is
it.
draining.
Cut off.
And
Block.
it's the weirdest
Yeah,
shit
like-
because You can have a good day and they pour all of that bullshit into your life.
Good Lord.
And I
And
don't,
I
and I don't
say-
need it.
It's
I got my own
draining.
There you
problems.
go.
Draining.
All right, I'm gonna end with
So
this
you a
one.
victim now?
I got my own problems. I don't need it.
All right, how about this? So you say you on a short leash once I realize you're not trying to help yourself.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
All right, well that's fair.
Because you can bring a horse to water, you can't make that motherfucker
exactly.
drink.
At the end of the day,
There you go.
it's your decision to change.
How about this then? This is like one of the ultimate excuses, right? Can a victimizer actually be a victim? Somebody that was somebody that actually victimized somebody, like did something wrong to them. Were they like, say for instance, like they said, R. Kelly was molested.
Okay.
Do you think that the victimizer
Yes.
became was a victim as well?
Why
They
does
were a
why is he
victim
why
at
is he
some
less
at
why
one point,
why is he any
right.
less than what he did to people
Yeah.
if that happened to him?
So
He's still a human being too. So
Because
why?
again,
yeah, but he
you're
was a
human.
victim at some point. The point that you decided to make other people your victim.
Exactly.
First of all, let's be honest. They paid.
Then
the
he's no
parents
victim.
paid for
Well,
Well,
that.
you going
Let's
to
be-
R. Kelly? I'm
yeah.
saying,
No,
the
But I'm
victim
just saying,
in
it's
general.
people that do that in real.
You know, parents paid for him to.
But it's people that do that.
The money ran out and they got rid of his ass. So.
No, but I don't want to get into R. Kelly. I'm just saying, like, just say I gave you an example. There's people that like you, like for instance, people take advantage of people because they got taken advantage of.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's some sucker shit. That's just some shit you want to do. You just want to do it.
But that's just like
If
I
you
said,
know how I feel, why would you do that?
No, but
Because
that's just
at
like I
some
said, like
point
that
they
little
were a
girl.
victim.
Yes, sick.
See,
That little girl,
listen,
that
listen,
little
listen
girl,
to this.
she wasn't
Power
but
back.
5 years old. She ain't know what the fuck was going on. She did that shit to me because that was what somebody was doing to her.
Right.
Like I said,
That's
you
not
were a
her
victim
doing
at
that
one point,
consciously,
So what's
right?
the-
and when you
we
finally
talking
figure
about?
out
What we
and you
saying?
decide to continue to do that,
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah,
you're wrong.
yes.
Right. When you come into knowing,
There
that's
you
when
go.
you fucked up.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. I agree with you.
So, do you have empathy and sympathy for
No.
those victimizers?
No.
I do at some point.
If they're not in knowing,
If you're not in the stage of knowing, then yes, because you really don't understand.
right,
But if you know,
and
Yeah,
you keep
we
going,
don't
you
care.
fucked up.
then yeah, no, I don't feel bad for you.
All right.
Well, this concludes another episode of Me and My Big Mouth. You made me this way. Or like this. I don't know what the fuck I said. The fuck, y'all? I mean, you made me like this.
Title of this.
You made me like this. Your ass. I'm the reason. I'm fucked up because of you. I bear no responsibility. It's all on you. Should we tell them to stay away from people like this?
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Please
Yeah.
do, cause that's some bullshit.
Tell them you don't give a damn
At all.
Pray for him.
Shit.
Pray for him.
that part too.
Okay, because I know people that like my dad, like I just can't understand, like, because your mom and dad had to work, so you wasn't there enough. You didn't get hugged enough.
So
Man, I was in the house with these niggas. I was 13.
Not
They
these
were
niggas.
16.
My dad just showed me this much.
I didn't have
attention.
no guidance. I still got up and went to school. That's
Right.
some shit you just want to do. Like that's why I don't feel no sympathy for nobody.
Well, you made me like this. Follow me and My Big Mouth Podcast on all streaming platforms: Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, Apple. You can stream it everywhere and you can watch it and subscribe to the channels. Do you have anything to plug?
You on MySpace?
No, I don't.
Shit. MySpace. I tried to go on my shit the other day. That's crazy.
You really did?
I still got a page up, but I don't know how to like see the messages and shit. Like you in my top 5 though.
Pimpin', you got it?
Not really. Other than just follow me again on Instagram. I am Pimpin' C. You can follow me on TikTok. I'm just Pimpin' C.
But who you pimping though? Because that's
All the
good.
hoes.
Yeah.
You
All
don't
the
have to tell my
hoes.
secrets on this live like this.
Don't do it. It ain't worth
All the hoes.
Right.
All the
it. My name Damon. You can follow me at Mr. Tuck _88 on Instagram.
I have something for the masses. If you're a veteran, okay, if you're a veteran, you should look up GEM Ratings on Facebook, GEM Ratings. My homegirl Rachel should hook you up. You want 100%, you need a pill, You know what I'm saying? You try and get you a little shine every month.
Honey Pat.
Hit up Rachel Council at Gym Ratings, okay? And add me on IG, The Real Gangsta Muffin.
Me and my Big Mouth podcast, you made me like this. So I'm out.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my